Let me tell a tale of a world where heroes walk among us, fighting through the darkness left by monsters and by selfish men. A tale of glory rent asunder, sacrifice and battles lost. Our heroes know not what awaits them, and still they carry on.
I'm glad somebody knew what I was talking about, though.
Hello! What's up, everybody? I'm glad somebody knew what Jesse was talking about. My name is Pixel, and we are Ages of Ainur, and welcome to the 11th episode of Ages of Ainur Presents the Regent of Bedegar. We are back once again with our bevy of Bedegarian adventurers, and I will be your dungeon master this evening. First things first, folks in chat, remember, when we move on to those map screens, that we are seeing DM perspective, and you will actually see some hidden things tonight. So don't tell everybody what it is, because they'll be in chat with you, and they don't want spoilers. Why? Who did we lose? What happened? Where
Everybody.
did they go? Where did they go? Who did we lose?
Lost Taylor.
We lost Taylor. Okay, well, everybody's face is all messed up now. We'll just go.
Well, you might as well wait till Taylor gets back. Just let it ride for now.
I mean, I know my face is messed up, but come on now. Sorry.
Be nice about it.
Bad
at least.
joke.
Hang on. Okay, well, there we go. We'll just...
Okay, Ace of Spades can be bought.
All right.
Group.
Great.
Just,
Okay, well, we're just going to pop over to this screen while I finish my intro and hope that Taylor shows back up, I guess. I don't really know what to do about that. Oh, there's Taylor now.
You said you got kicked out.
Weird. Very weird. I blame Bonus Mom.
You should. You blame me for everything in your life, from Santa Claus to homework, okay? So, yes.
Anyway, folks, please remember that when we're going to start that whole bit over there. Folks, please remember when we go to our map screens that you are seeing the DM perspective. You are going to see things that our players don't see. They'll be semi-transparent or slightly grayed out, stuff like that. Try not to mention it if the players haven't noticed it yet, because they'll be hanging out with you guys in chat, trying to chat along, and we don't want to spoil things for them that will degrade their ability to experience this adventure. Secondly, please remember, D&D is a complex game with a lot of rules where we're also improvising a story together as a group. So I may mess up the rules. I may forget how certain stuff works and make change stuff in the adventure from time to time. That's right, bringing it back. That's a reference from last week if you don't know. Or I may just forget stuff entirely and make rules on the fly. So if we're like racking our brains trying to remember how something works, and you happen to know it really well, you can throw it in chat, and if we see it, we'll try to run it that way. But if we don't catch it and do something different, don't lose your mind about it. We'll try and get it right in the future. But if the moment passes, we're not going to go back and fix it. Thirdly, as always, we want to keep this space open and welcoming to the extent that that's possible on the internet. So we won't be putting up with anyone being, a dickhead in chat. Don't do it. Be nice. Never a problem with you guys. But we just like to kind of make sure everybody knows. So don't be annoying to people about the players on stream regarding character choices, knowledge of the game or the rules, anything else, or other viewers in chat. If you all have different opinions about what's going on, or you ship different NPCs with different NPCs or whatever, don't be an asshole about it. Everything's cool. Also, a reminder, we do release the show on YouTube and on our podcast after each episode during the following week. So if you miss an episode or miss part of it, don't fret. You can still catch it after the fact if you would like to be caught up for the following week. And of course, as always, last thing before we get started, folks, Cass, if you would go around and introduce yourself and your character and remind us if you have chat inspiration or not before we begin, starting, of course, with Bonus Bomb.
Hey there, I'm Bonus Mom, and tonight I will be playing Perdita, the Tabaxi Rogue. I do not have chat inspiration, and I so much want to thank Black Moon for raiding us right at the beginning of our evening. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much. These guys are always causing trouble in chat. Kyla.
Hey friends, I'm Kyla, and today I will be playing Shanty, who is our druid and bard, one of our bards in the party. And I'm excited to be back playing D&D with my pals and hanging out with y'all. And thanks for the raid, Black Moon. Good to see ya.
And do you have chat inspiration?
I forgot to. Yep, I do. Sure do. Sorry.
No, it's all good. Daniel.
Hey, I'm Daniel. I'm here happy to play D&D. I had a close call with my PC, but everything's fine now. And I'm going to try to be the fightness paladin there ever was. Let's see how this goes.
And do you have inspiration?
I do not.
You and me were in the same boat.
Alrighty. Also, I would like to bring everyone's attention to around everybody's pictures. You'll see the little white D20s. I'll try to remember to update those when people use inspiration. Those are the things that we're using to indicate. It's like in the bottom corners. I guess the bottom this corner of everybody's thing. I don't have one because I don't have inspiration. But hopefully, I'll try to keep those updated. That's the wrong side, Ross. I'll try to keep those updated for folks. There it is. So that you guys know who needs inspiration and you can spend your points without having to us like interrupt and get confused. But I may forget, so if you need to like make a big stinking check, like Pixel, you forgot to take off somebody's inspiration and grant it to them or whatever, please feel free to let me know. Because I got a lot going on. I'm running the stream, I'm running the game, there's a lot of things to pay attention to, and sometimes I will miss that. Moving on, Beast.
Hi, folks. I'm Beast, and I play Raz Hiskers, Tabaxi Valor Bard. Thanks for joining us, and I hope we have a very exciting episode. I am fully inspired. I have chat inspiration and DM inspiration, and I'm going to burn it, so keep some of them coins in your pocket.
Excellent. And Jesse.
Oh, sorry. I was putting everybody's ship names in chat. I am Jesse. I am here. Thank you very much. I thought I had stuff to plug, but I completely lost track of time. Yes, I just started my TikTok today with my first video in D&D talking about lineages. With You Might Be a Human. It's like a minute long, so watch it when you're done over here. It's fun. Other than that, yeah, happy to be here. I am inspired by chat, but I can always use some DM inspiration too. I'm just saying.
Also, Jesse, if you will send me the link to that, I'll put it in our social dump here.
Sure. I'll find a way to get it to you.
Okay. And last but not least,
in our message, and then we can all see it.
Right here.
Hi, friends. I'm Taylor, and I play Enna, the Wood Elf cleric. Hopefully, my Wi-Fi does not cut out again. I'm so sorry about that. But yeah, I'm excited to play tonight.
Excellent. And Jesse and Taylor, do either of you have chat inspiration?
Oh, sorry. I do. I have chat inspiration, yes.
I have chat inspiration, but need some DM inspiration.
Gotcha. Well, maybe do some cool stuff and I'll give you some inspiration. I'm just kidding.
Oh, boom roasted. Boom roasted.
We're spicy tonight. Hi, everybody. My name is Pixel.
Roasted.
Wait, I'm sorry. Oh, hey guys, didn't see you there. It's me, Pixel. I'll be your McDungeon Master tonight.
Oh no!
For the Regent of Bedegar.
Wow.
Again, you missed this, I think, last 2 weeks ago, Taylor, but we had a whole bit about about adding that prefix to stuff, and I ran it into the absolute ground, and we're back on our bullshit again, kids.
Can't we?
I truly cannot be stopped. I'm your Dungeon Master this evening. I also DM our other campaign that we have going on alternating Fridays, so next week we'll be not doing that because we have our meetup. But sometime before the middle of next month, probably we'll be trying to redo our next episode of Curse of Strahd. All the back episodes of that, there's 20 some odd of them, are on YouTube if you want to go check those out. Then we'll be back with this the following week, and on we go. Also, we have a lot of other stuff we do on the channel. We've done some tutorials for Stars Without Number, which is another role-playing game. We are going to hopefully be starting some tutorials here on the channel as well about Kids on Brooms, which is a kind of magical boarding school style role-playing game that I'm hoping I think we've got enough people to start, and I'm excited to see how that all goes. So that should be fun. Also, you can find me here on twitch.tv/hammerpixel, where I play games. And all of that stuff. So, that having been said, and without further ado, when last we left our heroes had traveled to the town of Bedegar Keep and made contact with an innkeeper friendly to the resistance to hide and make their plans to assault the Star Chamber. Shanty and Silas had cased the Star Chamber using polymorph and wild shape respectively, and then returned to the inn while Enna and Arrow were attempting to show the chef how to grill a cheese. Our heroes, the following morning, made their way to the Star Chamber and snuck inside, thanks to several clever magical spells and abilities, before beginning to explore the chamber. Roz licked a weird wall, only to be attacked by an ooze, and then the heroes found some magical scrolls in a library room, and then made their way to the central room of the Star Chamber to discover an unholy ritual that had taken place, and Sir Anglum, one of the Knights of the Rose, who attacked from behind the altar. Battle ensued, but our heroes outnumbered the knight and slew him before he could flee, and that is where we left off. Our heroes now stand in the altar room. So they are... Let me get this rolling here, yeah. So our heroes are standing in this altar room. Just to refresh everyone's memory, this is kind of an oddly shaped chamber. The large space is clearly kind of like church-like. There's these pews here. There's this altar up in the front. There's sort of like a circle of blood in a like ritual pattern in the floor in front of the altar, and then dribbled up onto the altar, which has sort of a massive statue right behind it of some strange tentacled creature. And then in the very back of the room, there is this mysterious starry void. The curved ceiling sort of peaks like 20 feet above, painted to resemble a gray-black void dotted with stars. And then the light in this room actually comes pretty solely from the stars, which intermittently glow brightly and darken at every given moment, which means there are several areas of the church that are in shadow. And then behind the altar, it narrows at that end of the room. Upon the altar rest 3 glass domes, and then the triangular wedge at the very back of the room where the walls would join is a black void, and swirling motes of light circle around it like a whirlpool. Also, we of course have the dead body of the knight right there next to Solomon, and the mysterious creature that erupted out of his head when he died, and who was also killed, I believe, by Solomon. Or no, maybe that was Perdita.
Yep, Perdita shot it.
Perdita got that one. So, the 2 of those creatures have been killed, and our heroes have been discussing what to do before we left them. So that is where we resume. What would y'all like to do? I want to put us back on the map page so people can kind of see what we've got going on.
So, before we got into a scuffle, we had ransacked one of the, if I'm guessing, 5 ante rooms of the, or I guess technically 4, because the altar is just sort of the 5th point. So there's 3 other rooms that we could find some loot in, or traps, or something. And of course, there's the black hole in the room we should probably talk about.
Yeah, so there are actually more than 5 rooms.
Oh shit.
I should also say. There are some kind of in the corners. So like there's rooms in the middle, and then there's rooms behind them in each like point of the star. So like each of the 5 places. So there's like you went in one of them. There's 3 others in the middle, with the altar being kind of where the 5th one would be, and then at the point of each star is another like circular-ish looking wall that has a door in it for the most part. So just to clarify that.
Yeah. So do you guys want to? I kind of think that hitting each room might be testing our luck, just in terms of if something shows up. And then we make a lot of noise, and then the jig is up and we have to run. So do you guys want to see what's in the space butthole first and then try the rooms, or rooms and then butthole?
Maybe we should do the rooms, because they might give us some kind of like clear what's going on in that void.
You also have a great point there.
Well, and if you want me to, I will slip around very stealthily and at least just peek in the rooms rather quickly.
Okay.
That'd be a very good idea.
Yeah. And also, Inna, you were helping somebody make some grilled cheese, so you were a little late, but I grabbed a scroll that I think you would actually be able to use better, and I will hand you the scroll of blight.
Okay.
Yeah, right. So just to clarify, Anna, you just showed up late, and you have just now reached these guys as they finished whatever it was they were doing. You snuck in according to plan, and I'm just going to hand wave all that because I don't want to deal with trying to role play you getting to everyone else. So you've just showed up here after they finished killing these people.
Hey guys, I just made the best grilled cheese you will ever believe.
Oh, right.
man.
Yeah, it was way better than the shitty one that stupid chef made. That guy sucks. Like, how hard is it to grill a fucking cheese?
Apparently really hard. This is a fairly new thing you've come up with, Arrow. So.
But like, I don't even have thumbs and I can grill a cheese.
You're right, buddy. I think we're all just behind you a little bit.
Well, I do have a magic rock that makes me extra smart, so I guess that kind of makes sense.
So what I'm hearing is everyone needs magic rocks instead of thumbs.
Yeah.
We'll be in a better place.
Okay, so Perdita has suggested that she goes around and looks at the stuff. Is that what you guys want to do?
Can I look with Perdita?
Sure, and up to you guys.
Oh, Perdita,
Yeah.
may I look with you?
Why, certainly, and the rest of you decide what it is that we need to do about that thing there. Leave it alone or whatever. I have very strong reservations about it, and let us go. And I think that what Perdita would do is go back to whatever is the closest thing next to the room where she was that wasn't this.
Okay, so the room where you guys went is this one right here. I'm actually, I guess, gonna make it green. So you've been in this green room here.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I can't. I don't know where I am, and I can't see where you are.
Okay, well,
okay, we've been in this green room here.
You've been in the green room here.
Okay.
Hang on.
We found a bunch of scrolls there.
Yeah, you found some magical scrolls and maybe a potion or something. I don't really know.
Okay.
So you have not been in the one that you're standing next to. Nor basically any of the others. And then where you guys came from, I'll put another green one. You probably know. But you guys came from this green box at the bottom.
Okay. I'm going to step into this room.
Okay.
And I guess Anna is in there with me. So what am I seeing in this tiny little room? What is that?
Okay, so you go into that room. Hang on, this is too loud. Get out of here. Okay. You go into that room and find... Hang on. Where's my list of rooms? Okay. Yeah, so the walls of this room are covered with sort of wood paneling, and are intricately carved to depict clusters of roses. There's a large table carved from dark wood that dominates the center of the room. Upon the table rests a large map of Bedegar, with marble tokens placed in various locations.
Okay. Perdita is looking at the table, glancing down, and it occurs to me that actually the rest of them might want to go ahead and do the other rooms. We might get through this quicker. But anyway, do I notice anything particular about the tokens? Does anything catch my eye?
Sure, yeah.
Like
So the first thing you notice is that they do seem to have fairly accurate information on the location of the location and types of your units. But it's like a little bit behind date. So it's basically from before you started your mission. Like it's like from the week when you guys came here and traveled. It takes a couple days to get here. It's like slightly old, but not like much, right? You know what I mean? It's like they had accurate up information up to until you guys left from the castle, basically.
Does it seem like it is information that could have been influenced by the person we captured?
So, Perdita, make a intelligence history. Perdita, you'll need to make a history check.
You want history?
Yes.
We should move some of the pieces before we go.
All right. Did it show up in chat?
No.
Oh. History?
Yes, history.
I'm doing a skill check. History.
Yes, skill check history. Okay, that is a 10. Would you like to use any inspiration? If you have any.
Well, sure. Oh, I don't have chat inspiration, but I'll use my DM inspiration on this one. So now I am totally without inspiration. As in having none, as in without.
Or before you burn inspiration, Anna could make a history check, or you could ask for help from the rest of your party too. Because I'll just tell you with a 10, nothing jumps out at you. You're like, this could just be public knowledge, nothing that makes you think like, oh, this is definitely because there are spies or there were spies.
Thank you for the help. You know. I'm going to say, Anna, come look at this with me. Does anything look interesting to you? And then if Anna is helping, does that mean I roll again or Anna rolls again?
I think we would have I think it would be like any individual character who wants to make a history check on this can make one, but I don't think the help action is going to grant an advantage or not.
Okay, well, Taylor rolled then and got a 6.
Okay, you got a 6. So yeah, Taylor, neither one of you feels like this sort of stuff about like troop movements and stuff is really your forte. So the only two people who are in that room right now are Perdita and Anna. Nothing jumps out at you really about this.
I'm going to lean out the door to Silas, who is our military person, and I'm going to say, Silas, they know something about us on this table. Do you want to come and look and see if it tells you anything? And then Perdita's going to walk out of the room and leave it up to Silas.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're shouting that down the hallway?
Use your inspiration. Yeah, and then I'm going to move to the next room.
Great. I see people zipping all over the place, so I'm going to assume that other people are doing other things. So, Perdita asks Silas. We'll resolve that in a minute. I see Shanty and Solomon have moved to other doors. Are you guys going to try to open those doors?
Yes.
Okay. And I don't see Shanty on screen, so we'll resolve Solomon first. Okay, Solomon. So you open this door to reveal a tower. Inside of this tower, you can see a circular tower room. It's pretty plain. It appears to be like sleeping chambers. You can see sort of a few items of furniture. There's a chair, a desk, a little like mat on the floor, a shelf with a few books. what would you like to do?
I'll approach the shelf with the books.
Okay. They mostly appear to be books that are taken from the library in the other room. If you remember that from last week or 2 weeks ago, there are a lot of weird things. There's some like arcane stuff, but like it doesn't look like anything groundbreakingly different than what was in like that. You know, it's like if they were studying particular books, they would just take them from the library and bring them here and put them on their shelf, but then take them back when they were done, kind of thing. It's like you don't really get anything that's like, oh, you know, this is markedly different from what we've kind of already seen, if that makes sense.
Okay, do I see anything on the desk?
Make an investigation check.
Here we go. About to feel like Steph Scriven here.
Uh-oh. I don't know what that means.
Hold on. Yep.
With a 5. Yeah, nothing really of import jumps out at you here either. It's just kind of like some correspondence from like Lord Saxton, but as you like look into it, it seems old. Like it's not necessarily right up to date. You know what I mean? It's like just some old notes and orders about things that you know, like a notice, an update that's like 2 or 3 weeks old about the fact that like the necromancer is dead or like that kind of stuff, you know. So
Solomon,
you really go ahead.
Solomon smirks at hearing the necromancer's dead and he walks out of the room.
Excellent. Also, friends at home, we are dropping some frames here. Hopefully our internet will clear up in a second. We're just going to try to power through. I am recording this locally, so if you're missing anything because of the quality of the audio coming and going or anything like that, it will be uploaded on YouTube if you want to try to catch it later. Okay, so next, I guess, Shanty, you've moved to another door, and so has Roz. Are you guys opening those doors?
Yes, I would like to.
Okay. All right, let's do Shanty first. So you're moving down into this southern room here. Bloop. Okay, so Shanty, you enter. I have to. Okay, that's the room. Okay, you enter that room, and you see 5 comfortable chairs and a little table. With 5 goblets inlaid with precious stones. You can see the walls are decorated with portraits of knights. The portraits seem to have little small kind of plaques underneath of them.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I guess I'd like to go around and look at the portraits if I could.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I'll go around and look at the portraits first.
Okay. Yeah, you look at the portraits, and the portraits identify several individuals by the names of Lady Ruth, Lady Morgant, Sir Noth, Sir Anglim, and Sir Barlow. And I will go ahead and just put those in chat for everybody.
Thank you. Let's see. Ideally, I'd like
Sir
to be able to-
England's the guy we just killed, right?
Yes, though. So one of the portraits is of the dude you guys just killed, whose head exploded and a monster popped out of it.
Okay. Does it look like there's anything else, like anything weird about the frames? Like
Make
Like
an
that they would-
investigation check.
okie dokie. Oh, sorry, my internet's going super slow.
19.
19.
Sure, with a 19, you don't think there's anything particularly curious about the portraits.
Okay.
But you do notice that those goblets look like they're worth like a decent little chunk of change, probably like 250 gold a goblet.
Okay. Definitely interested in the goblets, but also just want to see if there's been any liquid in them fairly recently.
Sure. On a 19, they look clean. They're not dusty like they've been sitting there, but they look like they've been set out and have not been used like today,
Okay.
necessarily. Or like since whenever the last time they were cleaned does, and they're not dusty enough to look like they've been sitting there for longer than a day or two, probably.
Okay. Not to like draw on for too much longer, but are there different stones in each goblet? Like, does it look like each goblet has a different stone in it? Like this one has sapphires, this one has rubies.
Yeah,
or is it all
no,
just,
I
like,
think
mixed
they're
stones?
identical goblets. Yeah, they're just
Okay.
various precious stones.
Cool beans. I'll go ahead and try to scoop them all into a pack.
Hell yeah. Well, I would like you, Shanty, to please, and I guess everybody will need to do this. I would like you to roll initiative as all of the chairs and the table turns out are mimics who attack you when you disturb the goblets.
I'm sorry.
So, if everyone would please roll initiative.
My bad.
Yeah.
Just to spice things up, if Roz were to have opened her door at the same time, is there anything extra that's coming at us?
No, I don't think so. And I
Okay.
think I just want to resolve these one at a time just for my own ease of purpose here.
You got it.
So let's just... I guess I need to roll... like what? 6 of these. So we'll just do that. Okay, so number 1.
I think Shanty's just going to turn over her shoulder and scream, I messed up! Help!
And I'm going to say that you were surprised by this.
A little, yeah.
So
maybe more of a and then the mess up.
okay. So
It's Snarks, Clarks,
and I think
Barks,
everybody
Sharks.
is, yeah, right. Garks Brooks's evil cousins have attacked here, and I think everybody is probably surprised by this. Also, we need some battle music. Where's our battle music? This will do. Okay, so the first mimic. How much is these guys' movement? 15 feet. I think that's probably enough. And number 1 is this one. Yes. So one of these things just glorps its way. There's sort of this, one of these chairs like moves its way as these like little eyeballs pop out in the wood of the chair. And it is going to make a pseudopod attack against you, Shanty.
Okay.
As a 13 to hit.
Oh, sorry. That hits, unfortunately. Yeah.
Oh no. Okay.
Very squishy.
R.I.P. Shanty. So Shanty, you
Thanks.
take 5 points of bludgeoning damage, and you notice that you are stuck to this thing as it like hits you with one of its chair legs. It sticks to you, and you can't really get away.
Oh no.
Yeah, and so I don't think you're restrained. What does it say? It says you are grappled. So you are not restrained, so you don't have like disadvantage, but you are
Everybody's
grappled.
favorite
I'm going to
condition.
put this little net on you. There you go. And then you are surprised. That brings us to this guy who is going to also move in here and make a pseudopod attack.
There's so many.
There are so many. There's like 6 in here.
So
And you
many before my turn.
Can't go anywhere. That's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
For
Damn.
9 bludgeoning damage. Brutal. This one, I don't know. I guess it can get to you if it goes into the corner, but it's kind of hard to hit you from there. So and it has to like squeeze in there to get you. I'm going to give it disadvantage on this attack just because it's not like an easy shot. That is a 9 to hit, so that's not going to do it.
Does not hit.
Okay, you're surprised. You're surprised. You were surprised. These guys go again. I literally don't think there's any way that one can get to you. But this one was right next to you all along. Wait, and is there another? Hang on. Yes. Okay. So this one was right next to you and we'll get to make an attack. That's a 24 to hit.
Oof. Yeah, that hits.
For 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. All right.
And Shanty, Synapsis has granted you a hit die if you would like to roll that.
I would. Thank you very much.
Okay, and that takes us to the top of the round. As Shanty cries out, Roz, you can hear, you can't really see down the hallway what's going on, but from the direction that Shanty went, you hear some bullshit clearly afoot. What would you like to do?
Upon hearing the scream, Roz immediately goes down to all fours and leaps around the corner to get to Shanty. Is going to come up right behind Shanty. And looking into the room, seeing all of the animated furniture, Roz is going to bonus action healing word. Hold on. Roz is going to bonus action bardic inspiration to Shanty.
Okay.
Thank you.
Shanty, this is no time for dancing with the furniture. And she is going to take a deep stance and begin to purr and cast slow into the room.
Okay.
And I'm so sorry, Shanty, but if she has to hit Shanty to get all the mimics, she's going to do that.
Understood.
Okay, so if you can put the text of that in there. Let's see, up to 6 creatures of your, it's 6 creatures of your choice. So you can actually get all of them and not
Nice.
Shanty. Also, Shanty, on your hit dice, you do get your Constitution modifier along with that.
Okay. Thank you.
Whatever your con mod is. Okay,
So
so
I need wisdom saves.
6 wisdom saves.
DC 15.
Pass, fail, fail, fail. -2. No, wait. +2, but still fail. So only one of them passed, and it is the very first one. So we'll just go by initiative order. So the one that currently well, I guess several of them actually have Shanty grappled. I'll put nets on all of those.
Man.
I think this one failed, but I think this one hit. So
Silas, witness the terrifying speed of the Tabaxi Huntress.
so this very first one that originally had caught her passes. The rest of them all fail. So we will put little snails on everybody who failed. Or fail snails.
Oh, little fails.
Little fail snails on everyone.
I love that.
I do too.
I mean, it's funny. D&D does actually have a monster called a flail snail, which is a different thing. Anyway, okay. So you have cast, you've bardic inspiration, and you've cast slow, and you've moved. Anything else from Roz?
That's it for Roz.
Okay, that brings us back to the first one of these things, which is going to make a bite attack. That is only a 9 to hit. Damn. Oh,
Does
it has
not
advantage on any attack roll against a creature grappled by it. That's an 18 to hit.
That hits.
It has the grappler ability.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I did not see that
Ooh.
before. Sorry, folks. That is 10 piercing damage and 2 acid damage for a total of 12.
Okie dokie.
Followed by this one, who...
By the way, as a water genasi, you're resistant to acid damage.
That is true.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
That is neat.
Damn, that is a 21 to hit on that pseudopod. These things are really go
That
for
hits.
8 more points of bludgeoning damage. Hey guys, let's split the party, they said. It'll be fine, they said.
It's never a good idea.
Okay, Silas, you're up. You have heard some bullshit going on. Shanty is yelling and melting. Roz is off casting spells again. What would you like to do?
Yeah, but what's going on with this map?
You'll need to make a DC 11 history
No.
check. Okay.
All right.
No, I understand.
The
For the greater
unfortunate
good.
thing is that, like, even with everything, I don't think I could get to you in time to actually. So I think I have to spend my whole action just running. Because even if I blade song it, I can't get into a place where I can get range on these guys.
It's okay.
So
Brutal.
unfortunately, Shanty, Silas is not going to be a whole lot of help in this round. But I am going to spend my action to run, and I'm going to get right. Yeah, I'm going to get right here.
Okay.
But that's pretty much all I can do.
Can he
Um,
see into the room to?
Yes. Yeah, you can see in the
I
room.
can now
Reach
see into
past
the room, but
Yeah, and I'm gonna just
That was-
take this dynamic lighting off so you guys can see.
Okay.
But
Thank
your
you
characters
very
can't
much.
necessarily see.
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you.
So
Helps.
did he use his action to get there? Then?
Yeah, he had to
I
dash.
had to use my action to run. Yeah, even if I blade song it, I can't. I don't have enough room to get there and then do something.
Yeah.
So, just with the way the corners are laid out,
Brutal.
unfortunately, I'm
Okay.
running. I got a
Okay.
bonus action. I could cast a spell.
Running
maybe.
around that star, running around that building. Oh man. Okay.
Pixel.
All right. You got another. Does this one have you grappled? It does. It does. So this one's going to make a bite attack with advantage.
Ugh.
I've got a 19 to hit.
Hits.
Damn. I've got 9 piercing and 6 acid, which will drop to 3 acid. So a total of 12.
Okay.
Shanty, don't forget that you can use Roz's inspiration as a reaction to add to your armor class if you need to.
Oh, okay. I did not realize that was a thing. Thank you.
But
I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
keep that on hand. If you only have like 1 hit left, use it.
Yeah. Oh no,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Roz
Thank
is
you.
a Valor Bard, which I believe is one of their special abilities. Allows you to do that. Next is this one, which
Thank
does
you.
not have you grappled. So, what is slow doing to these attacks? Anything? I know it drops their AC, disadvantage on like Dex checks, can only take
slow-
action or bonus action, but
Correct.
is it doing anything to their
Yeah.
attack rolls?
To their attack rolls, specifically, no.
Okay.
It's unless their attacks are dexterity based. No, I don't think that's true. Is that no? So it limits them to 1 action or bonus action, but I think it does
Okay.
nothing to those.
So this one
It does
pseudopods
make a
you. I've got a 16 to hit.
It is an
that
ability
hits.
2 penalty to dexterity saving throws.
Okay. So that is 6 more damage. And
Okie
it
dokie.
also grapples you. So by this point, all of the ones that can touch you, I believe, have grappled you. That brings
Great.
us to Perdita.
All right. Well, Perdita hears the uproar and can use her feline agility, which means I can double my speed until the end of the turn.
Correct.
And 60 feet, let me take it and change it to move. 60 feet will put me right there in the edge of the doorway.
Okay.
And I can see something. So what I think I would do is attack one of the ones that is grappling her, that is right in front of me,
Okay.
with my short sword.
Okay. So you're attacking through this doorway. I think you can reach one of them. I would say it has like half cover, but it's slowed. So I think the +2 and the -2 even out. So its AC is going to be flat on this. Go ahead and roll your attack roll.
All right. I hate this because it's probably going to hold on to my short sword.
11.
Okay.
Would you like to use any inspiration you might have or
Well,
your
do
luck
I need
points?
to? If I say I want to use the inspiration, then I have to. I don't count the 19, right?
That is
I roll
correct. You have to
again.
roll again, yes.
Well, that means I missed. That means it does not have my short sword.
Yeah, or you could make an off. Well, you have your tail. You could make your bonus action attack
Yeah,
with
but
that.
I don't want to get stuck to it. All right, I'm going to offhand with I'm going to offhand with the dagger.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to risk it. And I'm actually, I think, going to. Yeah, I'm gonna do the dagger.
Okay. 15 does hit. Now, because you don't have a dual wielding fighting style, you will take, I think, like 5 off the damage of whatever this rolls. Because you don't get to add your modifier on your offhand attacks.
All righty. Well, I have sneak attack and I have piercing.
Okay, so the
The
12
sneak
minus
attack-
5 is only 7.
All right, but I got 21 on the sneak
And then
attack.
21 sneak attack. Yep. You rolled pretty dang well on that. Yeah,
that
you
is
sink your dagger into
28.
this. I think this one is the table. No, this one's the chair. You sink your dagger into the chair, and it seems like it does quite a bit of damage. You like hit it in one of the eyes, but your dagger does get stuck to it. So
All right.
your hand isn't stuck. You could like drop the dagger and move your hand, but the dagger is stuck on it.
All right.
Okay.
Then I have that evasion thing.
Uh-huh.
So, I was just looking to see if I could disengage or whatever without.
You could. You've already used your bonus action to attack, so no, you can't do
All
anything
right,
else.
then
You
I'm
are
just
stuck.
right there. All
Okay.
right. This is
Solomon,
me then.
you're up.
First, I'm going to action sprint, and I believe that should land me about. Let me switch it over. I believe that should land me about right here.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're using your action to dash.
Yes.
Okay.
To dash. I have 5 more feet here, so I'm going to move here, I guess.
Okay.
Then I'm going to bonus action Misty Step, and I'm pretty sure it's 60 feet, so I'm going to Misty Step right here.
Okay. It does have to be a location you can see, and you
Okay.
can't see through the wall. So the only place I think you can see from there is gonna be basically this one here behind that guy is on a straight line of sight. I don't, because like you're seeing in the edge of the door, your line of sight basically like at the edge of the door goes like right there. So I think that's the furthest into the room you can get.
Oh, then why not? I'll go right here then.
Okay.
I'll Misty Step right there. Uh,
So you've used your action, you've misty stepped.
yeah, let me drop the thing. I don't have anything like action surge, so that's my turn.
Okay. That brings us to Shanty. Shanty, you have
Okay.
been grappled by a boatload of these things.
So many. Okay, so I definitely want to try to remedy that situation as much as
Okay.
possible. Let's see. I've never been grappled before.
Sure.
Ever.
So there's a
this is
couple of
new.
ways you could approach
Okay.
this. If you want to try to break the grapple using your action, you'd have to make an action for each one that's grappling you. I don't think that's a feasible way to go. I'm just going to be honest. If you have any effects that will move the creatures involuntarily, like if you have Thunder Wave or any effect like that, that would break the grapple if they are moved away from you. Or if you
Well-
have any means of teleporting, it would break the grapple. So,
Okay. Well, I wanted to actually ask you about this one because I don't have Thunder Wave, but
Okay.
I do have Gust of Wind.
okay.
So let me just put it in chat because I think
Sure.
it does say something about if it starts its turn in the wave.
Also, keep in mind that
See.
because they're slowed,
60
they
feet
have
long,
warp
10 feet wide,
dexterity.
blast from you in a direction you choose. Each creature starts its turn, must
Thank you, Base.
succeed or be
Appreciate it.
pushed 15 feet away. Yes, so Gust of Wind would do it. Now,
Okay.
you have to shoot it in a straight line. So let's see. Did I get a Gust of Wind?
Did you mean to put a voice effect on yourself just now?
No, I did not.
Yes,
Sorry.
you did.
Because
I
it's
did not.
terrible.
I did not mean to. Sorry about that. Sorry,
Oh my
folks.
god.
People at home didn't
Well-
hear that. Just you guys.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Well-
that's just psychological.
That's just a little. That's just a little fun
Yeah.
thing for you.
No, hold on.
Oh my
Hold on.
god.
He had that prepared.
No, there's a. So I think one of my keyboard buttons is hotkeyed to that, turning that thing on and off in general. And sometimes I accidentally hit it. And then I think
Sure.
my zoom is
Ah.
left set on that from the Curse of Strahd shenanigans I pulled last week.
Sure.
You're still doing it. I mean,
It
you
is?
Super
know-
normal conversation to
No.
have with
It's
it.
still happening.
Stop it.
yeah.
Okay, how's that?
So anyway, my 401k.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I don't know how that happened.
Oh, good.
John, I'm
It just. I was like, I know things are dire, but damn.
Okay. Hang on.
Okay.
I'm trying to find a template for gust of wind.
No, it's okay. 60
I guess
feet
we'll just
long.
use this, and we'll just alter it. Okay.
So I.
Okay, let's see.
Also, if you do you have Misty Step? Misty Step would just straight up get you out.
I don't have Misty Step. No, I have Gaseous Form, and I already looked at it, but you're still grappled. So I would just be grappled gas. But
Okay.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
wait. I don't think they can
How?
grapple gas.
Yeah.
I looked it up, though, and it says, like, you can still be hit by weapons, so you can technically still be grappled. But that's your call. I mean, if you're cool, I'd love to do that. If
I think
that's
only
fine,
magical
but-
weapons, though. I mean, are
Yeah,
mimics, pseudopods,
that's-
magical weapons?
Well, but you can hit. So here's the thing: you could hit an air elemental with a weapon attack, but that doesn't mean you can grapple an air elemental, right?
It's true.
but an air elemental can grapple you, though.
Well, but it's a magical creature, right?
Yeah. I mean, either way, I'm fine with it. I was just trying to figure out some options.
But she can
Yeah,
turn
I'm gonna be
into-
honest. I really don't particularly like. Some of these rules, laws you're on the internet, are like, well, the language of the spell doesn't specifically say it. But I'm like, you're gas. You can go through an inch wide
Right.
gap. I don't think you can grapple a gaseous form.
Okay.
I'm just making that ruling now. So
Thank you.
I don't
Okay.
know how long it takes to turn into the gas in the first place. It might just be an action, but okay. So
I
this
think
is
it's an
gust of
action,
wind,
but-
10
Okay.
foot long, emitting from you in a direction. So you could move like 2 of those guys that way, or you could move.
Yeah. 'Cause they say it's, like,
2 of
10
them
feet?
this way, basically.
Okay.
3 of them that way. So you could
Oh,
get
you're saying
half
she
of
could
them
turn
off of
into
you.
gas?
Yeah, because if I could do gaseous form and just poof on out of here, that's kind of ideal and what I'd rather do.
Yeah.
If you're cool with that, I was just looking for something else I could do that's offensive if I can't do that.
Yeah, I think I would rule gaseous form being a thing that you, because I would think it's like an air elemental, like you turn into gas. I don't know how you grapple that, like unless you are caught in a jar. I don't think you can grapple a gaseous form.
Okay.
That seems,
At least
Okay.
being offensive to Roz.
I
Not
I
Catch
think,
your fart in the wind.
Yeah,
and it's
it
and it's
seems
not like
weird,
gaseous
but-
4 is not it's costing you spell slots, right? So I think
Right.
and it's like what, a second level spell or something. So
Yeah.
Third.
Yeah. No, third.
yeah,
level.
for a third, because freedom of movement is like a 3rd or 4th level spell. So it's like, yeah, I think that's a fair trade off.
Cool. All right.
It's like
I'm
because
gonna go
like
ahead and
freedom
do
of
that.
movement is a 4th level spell, but you can attack and stuff. So it's like it's a worse version of that. Sure, yeah, that's
Okay.
that's a fair trade off for a 3rd level spell slot.
Cool. Unfortunately, that means that I will have dropped the goblets. Oh no! Get
yeah,
out of here.
right. Well, no, everything you're wearing and carrying, and I think you count as carrying the goblets.
Yeah, no, for sure.
They are in your hands. So you
No,
turn
I'm not
into
worried
gas.
about them.
Okay.
Yes, I just want to get out of here.
Okay, so you are no longer grappled.
Thank you.
As you've turned into grass, you can still be hit. You only have a flying speed of 10 feet.
Mhm.
And you do have concentration on this. We'll give you this like windy effect. Would you like to
Cool.
move at all?
I would like to move out of this room, pretty please.
Okay, great.
Very much.
So you are going to take 5 attacks of opportunity. I'm
God
so
damn it.
sorry.
No, it's okay. I did it to myself.
Okay, so I'm going to say because you break the grapples when you turn into gas, they're not going to bite you. They're going to pseudopod because that's their
Okay.
instinct. They're not very bright.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to take all these nets off.
Can
my
they
stuff, so it's going
pseudopod
weird.
gas then?
Pixel,
Yes, I mean they're hitting it with just their body. Yes.
I'm going to let me make sure. No, it's one. Okay, it's not the reaction one. I can't do it. Never mind.
Okay, so I have good news and bad news. The good news is
Go
that
ahead.
only 2 of them hit. The bad news is that one of those hits is a crit.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh. And it's the
All
first
right.
one.
Of course it is.
Uh,
Let's go.
First hit coming at you is... Okay. I think it's going to be 8 damage. I think they rolled... No, actually, we're doing the special crit rolls. So it's going to be 15 damage.
Reduced to 7.
Nope. It's not acid damage. It's bludgeoning.
It's not all non-magical
Oh,
damage to hit the gaseous form.
Gotcha.
Oh, thank you,
Um,
Jesse.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, resistance to
help.
non-magical damage. Yep.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so you do only take 7 damage from that one. And
Thank
then...
you, Jesse.
Remember the bardic inspiration too.
That too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you,
But that
true.
wouldn't
you
help
could
on a
try
crit,
that.
but
If you want, it can't do anything about the crit, but because that's an auto
No,
hit.
it's
But
okay.
you could try and knock out the second attack using the bardic if you would like.
I would like,
Okay,
yes.
so go ahead and roll that. What is that? A D8 or a D10, Ross?
The D8.
D8.
A D8. Okay, cool. Let me pull it up real quick. Doop-a-doop-a-doo-doo-doo. Boop.
Oh,
Oh.
so they had a 22 to hit,
Oh well.
so that is gonna hit.
Very much.
But they did only roll a 1 on their damage, so that is 4 bludgeoning
okay.
damage halved to 2.
Ah.
So
Okay.
Uh,
We're
and
still
then
here.
you
fine.
have 10 feet of movement. So where are you going to end up?
I'd still like to be able to have line of sight on them because I don't necessarily want to be gaseous form forever.
Okay, so
I just kind of want to go like outside the door.
okay, so I think, yeah, I think even as a gaseous form, just for the ease of us seeing, I'm not going to let you share a space with Roz. So you are going to have
Okay.
to move here, but you will
That's
still have
fine.
line of sight in there. Okay.
Okie dokie, it's fine.
Whew. This got exciting,
What's
friends.
Shanty looking like right now? How messed up is she?
She looking like gas is what she's looking like.
It's pretty damn messed up, friendo. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
okay.
looking like Mexican the day after, kind of.
Yeah.
Just a weak gas. Okay,
We
that was a
are
bad joke.
7 hit points is where we're at.
All right. So
Yeah,
so when they're slowed, their movement speed is what? Cut in half?
Yes.
Is that right?
Okay. So they have -2 to their AC and Dex saves. It can't use reactions. Oh, which means it can't use attacks of opportunity.
Oh, okay. So
Ah.
get those hit points back.
Oops.
So that is 2 plus 7. You get 9 hit points back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they can't
take those
reactions 'cause they're slowed.
Yeah.
If it's casting
And
a spell. Yeah.
oh no, I'm sorry. You do still take the first one because one of them did make it save again. So take the
So take
7
7
back.
The
Yeah.
very first one is the one that is
Yeah.
not slowed.
Yeah, and it is. And if we look at
Right,
chat,
okay.
you guys can't see this, but the one that rolled first for the attack is the one that got the crit. So, okay. Now that brings us to so and then we were talking about their speed, right? And then we got distracted by the rest of that. They're not
Yeah,
casting
it's halved.
spells.
Speed is halved.
Okay. And they make wisdom saves at the end of their turns, which I haven't done for any of the rest of these. So we'll make 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll make 4 wisdom saves real quick to see if 3 because the one of them that went was not affected. So here come 3 more wisdom saves. What's your DC?
DC is 15.
Okay, the second one made it, so we're gonna knock that off of the 18, which is this guy. Okay, you are no longer slowed. The other 2 are still slowed. Okay, and then that brings us to this mimic. Its speed is cut in half, but 5 feet is still enough to crawl across the room and attack Solomon. Here comes a pseudopod. That's a nat 1. I'm assuming your armor class is higher than 6. Also, nat 1s are an auto miss.
Yes.
Okay, that brings us, and then at the end of its turn, it's going to wisdom save. We got a lot of mechanics going on here, friends. That's a 9. That's a failure. Next up is this guy, which can't really get to Solomon, but can get to Silas. So it's going to scooch in here. It can see Silas, Roz, and Perdita. I think it's going to go for Silas because it had a line of sight on you a little easier. We got a pseudopod. I've got 21 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
For 11 damage. And you are grappled.
Okay.
As it, I think that one was the table. So the table crawls out of the room and attacks you, grapples you, and then makes its wisdom save. And that is a 16. I believe that one passes. Okay. That brings us to Enna.
Okie dokies. If I dash, that would be my whole turn, right?
Yes. Well, you'd still have a bonus action. So if you have any spells that you can cast with a bonus action, you can do those. But if you dash, it'll take your action.
That and dashing is doubling my speed.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
And as a wood elf, I think your speed is 35, so you'd be able to go 70 feet total.
I think that's around 50. This is stone, right? This wall in front of me?
Yes. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, that is correct.
Okay. And this stone is probably less than 5 feet thick?
Sure. Because these squares are 5 feet, right? So the stone appears to be a foot or two thick, something like that.
Okay. Can I cast stone shape so I can open up a passage for me?
Let's take a look. Yeah. You certainly can.
Okay. I'm going to cast stone shape so that I can open up a passage.
Okay.
Or like a door,
okay,
I guess.
So we're going to open a door. I'm just going to use ground for this. Right there. Okay, so there's a hole in the wall that Enna has made over there. Okay, so that's your action, and that is 50 feet of your 70 feet of movement. Any bonus actions or any other movement from you?
Could I attack with or no? Because I already cast a spell.
You already cast a spell, so unless you have anything that says it's a bonus action to use, which I don't necessarily think you do, and you've already, because it would have to be a cantrip. So no, I think that is it for you. And that brings us to Roz.
Okay. I'm holding concentration on the slow, so
right. I need to put the snail on you for that. Oh, also, Shanty, I believe you need to make concentration checks for the one that hit you.
Nobody hit her. Remember, no reactions, right?
Well, the one of them did get to make a reaction because it had already passed its save on the first turn, and that was it. Did 9 damage, 7 damage, something like that.
So con save real quick.
So con save real quick for the gaseous form. 18 passes. Okay, great. And then sorry, you're saying the thing about concentration reminded me of that. So that brings us to Roz. You have slow. What would you like to do?
Roz is going to bonus action vicious mockery the I guess the first one, this guy here, the unslowed first initiative mimic. So DC 15 wisdom save.
That is a 14. That's not going to do it. So 5 points of damage and disadvantage on its next attack. I'm going to give him a little sad face. Help me remember that.
Hey, and I hate to ask this right here, but what is the AC bonus that magical armor gives me?
Okay, hang on.
Is that in the handouts?
Yes, it is. So the armor of Saint Gaed the Confessor, I believe, is a +1 set of plate armor.
Okay. So. That's 19, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Magic items. There it is. Yep. +1 armor class to the wearer. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So Roz, you vicious mockery as a bonus action. What would you like to do with your action?
Roz is going to take out the brand new +1 short sword that her and Perdita share twins of, stolen from the recently deceased Sir Anglum, and make 2 short sword attacks against the only mimic that she can.
Okay, let her rip. Actually, make one short sword attack, and then your short sword is stuck to the creature.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So
That makes sense.
you do make one short sword attack.
So it's a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
8 damage.
That'll do 8 damage.
As Roz takes out her new sword, shining in what I assume to be the mystical light of the Star Chamber. Death to you, for I have come to know your kin, and you are an abomination to me. Stabs it. Draws her scimitar. Death to you, for I have come to know your kin. Makes a scimitar attack. 14 to hit.
14 hits.
Fuka chops with the scimitar. Scimitar is now stuck to the mimic. I am running out of weapons.
Okay. Oh, all right. Great. Okay, so that is Roz. That brings us back to these guys. This guy has disadvantage on his first attack. So he's going to make an attack against... Oh, God, that hits even with the disadvantage. It's a 20 to hit on Solomon.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. This is like the Uber... He must be Garx's, like, long-lost father or something, because this guy...
I'm so sorry.
Truly has it going on. Oh,
it's
my God.
okay, because I'm going to return it tenfold.
I mean, hey, listen, you know, it's, who can resist 1,500 gold
shiny.
just sitting there on a table, you know? What are you going to do? Okay, so this one has grappled Solomon and done 4 points of bludgeoning damage. That is literally the worst damage it can do. Okay, then another one of these guys. Let's see, Pseudopod. No advantage here. Yikes, that nat 20 will hit, though.
Oh,
Who's
God.
it hitting?
It's hitting you, Solomon.
Okay,
That
come
is
on.
13 points of damage.
All right.
And also grappled. Okay. And then Silas, you're up. You are grappled by one of these creatures, although it's looking pretty rough. It has 2 of Roz's weapons embedded in it. Actually, this one also has Perdita's weapon embedded in it, so it's really got quite a lot going on here.
Real pincushion.
That's all right. So I'm going to escape the grapple by Misty stepping to here.
Okay.
And then I'm casting Fire Bolt directly on that one's head.
The one that had you grappled?
Yes, because it's
Okay.
the one stuck up, right?
Yeah, I mean, it would be pretty obvious it's right in the doorway, so go ahead and let that attack off.
That's a 24.
24 hits.
14 points of fire damage.
Ooh. It's looking real bad, but
Shit.
it's not gone yet.
Mm,
Right on death's door.
does it look like a single
Death
stab would
is
do
like
it?
pulled up outside the curb, and it's like, brr, 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 but like this thing's not quite walking out the door just yet.
All right. I need Perdita to have her weapon back, so I'm actually going to close,
Okay.
and I'm going to stab it.
Okay. And that's like a Blade Song thing, right?
Yeah, you can do a cantrip and a stab.
Okay, make your attack.
Okay. 20.
20 hits.
9.
Well, you did more than 1 damage, and that's all the HP it had left. So it dies, and all of the weapons stuck to it clatter to the floor.
My weapons.
So,
And then we'll see. How much movement did it take to get there? 15. This guy is slowed. He can't take a reaction.
correct.
This guy is grappling Solomon.
That is correct.
So can he grapple 2 people?
It says any creature that touches a mimic is grappled by it, so yes. Because their body is literally adhesive, right? It's not like I'm grabbing you with my appendages. It's like I'm sticky.
Right.
I'm a big sticky boy.
I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit and back up.
Okay. That is going to be so. What is the path that you took to get there? I need to know.
So
exactly.
I misty stepped here.
Right.
I walked 15 forward.
Uh huh.
And 15 back.
Okay, that'll be 2 attacks of opportunity because these other 2 are slowed and don't get reactions. So I've got a 24 and an 18 to hit.
Well, I shield through the 18, but the 24 hits.
Okay, so that actually does grapple you as well.
God damn it.
Yep. So that is going to be 4 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are re-grappled.
Okay.
Room full of mimics. Real tight quarters. Okay.
Perdita, hit it!
Another pseudopod coming for Silas. That's a 17. Your shield is still up, so I don't think that hits.
Nope.
And this guy is gonna. The only thing he can really do, I think, is go for Solomon. This guy's intelligence is 5, so they're pretty dumb. It is only a 13 to hit, so that's not going to do it. And that does bring us to Perdita.
Okay. So is picking something up an action?
No, I believe you get a free object interaction on your turn, so you could pick up a weapon or your dagger or whatever as a free object interaction. But then if you do more than that with objects this round,
okay, it's a free action. It is not a bonus action.
Correct.
Okay, so now Silas is screaming, hit it at Perdita. Perdita picks up the dagger because that kind of works. But which one does she need to hit it? Which one is in the worst shape or whatever?
None of the other ones have been hit at all. One of them is dead, and then all the rest of them are at full health. No one has been struck.
Okay,
so.
given and he is grappled by each of the ones that's on either side of him.
So Solomon is grappled by this one to the north and this one to the south. And then Silas is grappled by this one to the north. So this one up top, which I guess actually this one has taken a little bit of damage from somewhere. I don't exactly know what. This one has... Oh, it took... I don't know. Anyway, this one has Silas and Solomon both stuck to it.
Okay. So... All right, I'm just trying to get straightened out. So there is a guy, he's right here. Oh, I can't make him ding. He is south of me, but he is inside the room behind the wall.
Correct.
And I'm in the doorway.
Correct.
So he still, if I move, he has an attack of opportunity on me.
It depends on where you go and how.
He doesn't have attack of opportunities because he's slowed.
Yeah, that one can't take reactions because he's slowed. Yes, thank you, Jesse.
Okay, that's one question. That answered that. Okay, my next question is, I am within like 10 feet of the one that has both of those guys grappled. Can I use a short bow on that just from where I am?
Yes, although given the angles, I'm not sure I can let you shoot this one. I think it might have cover.
Oh, I thought it was the one above it.
You could shoot the one above it. Yes, you can shoot this one. And I guess you might be able to hit that one, but it'd have like half cover. But this guy here, you can just shoot. The one
that's
between
the
Silas
guy. And if I use a short bow, then all I risk is my arrow.
Correct.
So, and if I do a short bow, I can't do like the dagger 2.
Correct.
I can just do the short bow, but I can keep from getting stuck. Okay, I'm going to short bow the guy that is taken care of, that you dinged last. That's right between the two of them. Okay, did it work?
Yeah, that is a 15 to hit. 15 does hit.
Okay, and then so I'm doing short bow. I get 26 if they get it all. 26 points of damage,
and they do get it all.
Okay, then Perdita is also going to use the thing that makes me, it's cunning action.
Okay.
And I am going to move back like there. So I'm outside of the room, a little bit out of line of sight, and the wall is between me and that one guy there. So I'm disengaging.
Cool.
Then I'm looking around because can I see Shanty? Is there anything that tells me that Shanty is a gaseous form?
After you've stepped back, no, I don't think you can see Shanty.
Okay. But I would be able to see her.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think it says that it makes you invisible. It like makes you a cloud. You transform into a misty cloud. So yes, you can see a misty cloud of what used to be Shanty. I don't know what you would make of that.
Okay.
Although I guess you saw Shanty turn into it, so you probably would know what's going on.
Yeah, I saw her start to move. So I'm going to just say from where I am, I have healing, Shanty. In case it matters.
Okay.
Roz have used her reaction to retrieve at least one of her weapons when that mimic died?
No.
Okay.
Solomon. Nice try, but no.
Okay, so question.
Yes.
The one that Perdita just hit is directly to the, well, it'd be my right.
Yeah, the one directly east of you is the one Perdita just hit, yes.
How is it looking?
Not great. I mean, that's the most damage that's been done to any of these since the one that died, right? So,
well, go big or go home, Frostbrand attack on that one.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
18.
18 hits.
With a whopping, ignore that 13, but with a whopping 12 damage.
Okay. All right, and your Frostbrand is stuck to the creature.
I figured that's what would happen.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to pull out my second greatsword.
Your regular greatsword.
My regular greatsword. And I'm going to turn to the one below me. I'm going to bonus action.
Okay.
Here we go. All right, let's go to my spell page. I'm going to bonus action. Which one was it? Okay. I have more weapons. I am so far not concerned about this. Anyways, I
The
have
walking Swiss Army knife.
I do. I have a lot of weapons.
It's
I'm
such a
going
sign.
to bonus action Thunderous Smite on this greatsword.
Okay.
Last up to 1 minute. All right. We're going to, that drops that by 1. We're going to go back over here, find this greatsword. And I'm going to smack the one below me.
Okay.
With a 24.
24 hits.
And it deals
8, it looks like.
Oh, hold on. I am going to put a Radiant Smite on that one.
Okay, so that is 15 all day, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you launch into this, and then but it also does your Thunderous Smite stuff, which it has to make a save and whatever else happens there.
Okay, so basic, I'll just put it in chat.
Okay.
It just explodes.
2d6.
And it's moved away. Okay, so it's got to make a strength saving throw.
I rolled both natural ones.
Oof.
Oh, well, it's still extra damage.
But it only got a 5, so that's 2 extra damage. And it is knocked 10 feet away from you, which pushes it over towards Enna.
And it would ungrapple me.
And it breaks the grapple.
Because of that.
So the
Yes.
one of them still has you grappled, but that one no longer does.
Yep.
Okay. And also it took your other greatsword with it.
All right, come on, let's go.
Okay. That brings us to Shanty.
Okie dokie. So I want to go ahead and drop gaseous form now that I'm kind of out of the fray here. And
that is free. You can do that.
Cool beans. And I want to go ahead and take my potion of greater healing.
Okay.
Let's see. I know there's a more efficient way to do this, but let's see.
So can I not do a strength check to tear Frostbrand from the...
You can. It'll take an action to get your weapon back, basically, is the only thing. But it's a DC 13 athletics check to rip it off of the creature.
But if you kill it, it'll fall to the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, all I got left is a longbow. I thought I had a longsword, but I do not. So I'm going to have to rip it away from it.
I always thinks about the longsword nobody's been using sitting at Castle Ren.
that magic longsword sitting there at Castle
that
Ren,
nobody's used yet.
just sort of like waiting in the corner. Edmund looks at it wistful every so often, but you won't let him use it because he hasn't earned it yet.
Yeah, hold out your hand, Solomon. See what happens.
All right.
Okay. All right. So Shanty has drunk your potion for 13 points of health.
Yep. Let's see. And then I kind of want to come in and move around Roz here. Now, I did want to ask, so if I did want to use the gust of wind, is there, if my pals are grappled, will they also get tumbled up in the wind?
So each creature that starts its turn in the wind will have to make its own saving throw. But if either of the creatures involved in the grapple is moved against its will by a force, whether that's a spell or whatever, then it breaks the grapple. So if you can move either your friend or the creature,
if it doesn't do damage, hit me.
Then they will move. So
because I can just submit to it, right?
yeah, I guess you could fail.
I can elect to fail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
Cool
you're
beans.
dropping Gust of Wind,
Yes.
which I deleted when you decided not to cast it, which was clearly the wrong
I'm
move.
sorry.
That's
Let me go ahead and
okay.
put it back.
Okay.
Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo-doo. Where did I put you? There we go. Just flop it in chat there. There you go.
Okay. Now. Okay, let's see. Okay, so there's your Gust of Wind.
Cool beans. Thank
Where
you.
are you putting it? Are you putting it like, because it has to go off of like your square? Is it going like here, pointing towards Enna, or is it going like here?
It could get
Pointing
the
more
two in
towards the
front, two of the
room.
ones in front of Solomon, couldn't it?
Yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out where to put myself so
Yeah.
I can do the most. Because I also would just be throwing
What
Yeah,
about
we
Silas
can-
into
swinging
a
it up
wall.
to the
We can get
to
rid
the
of that.
two in front of Solomon?
Yeah, I think you can probably put it there because basically, because it's a 10-foot wide thing, it originates from a corner of the square that you're in, essentially on the grid. So that basically
Cool
means
beans.
that it originates from like either this point or this point and goes down on a 10-foot, which means it grabs either like all of this or it grabs all of this. Right? Does that make sense? I mean, it hits the wall eventually, right? But
Right.
so it's just up to you what you want to do.
Okay. So I couldn't like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. So I couldn't like swing it up at an angle.
I usually, when we're on these like tactical things, kind of make it be on a singular grid line, if that makes sense.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
Which I know that's
You can't
technically
get underneath
not
him and do it vertically.
just because it can make it hard to adjudicate exactly how this stuff works if I let it
Yeah.
not be on the grid. So
No, of course. That's fine. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, I mean, I want to do the most
okay.
damage.
So
So I guess.
yeah, I guess this side here would get this one and Silas would all have to make saves,
Okay.
basically.
Well. Okay. All right. That works.
Okay.
Yep. And then that is my turn.
Okay, and we'll put this boom. Okay, so this guy is not in the Gust of Wind. He is going to attack Solomon.
Mm-hmm.
Damn,
want
I
my
got a
sword
23 to hit. Here,
That
these guys
hits.
are rolling good tonight. I've got 6 bludgeoning damage. And it has grappled you. Also, you have used your Thunderous Smite. I can take that off there. Come here.
I'm pretty sure it's already got me grappled.
This one had you grappled, but this has added the lower one below you. Okay, that brings us to Enna.
Okay, can I cast Scorching Ray?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna cast it at a higher level, but I guess I have to do this first. 11, 15, 25.
Okay, 11 misses, 15 and 25 hit. Are you putting
Can
them
I
all?
do?
Go ahead.
Sorry, can I use my inspiration to re-roll the 11?
Yes.
Okay.
Your chat inspiration?
Yeah.
Okay.
26.
26 hits.
Woo!
All right, I'm gonna hit the one directly in front of me. My little circle's right here, and then the 2 by Solomon.
Okay. Gotcha. So we'll do them in that order if you want to go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Oh, I can't remember. How do I do that?
So in chat, where you see the word
Uh-huh.
Scorching Ray, the purple,
Yeah.
or I guess what, I don't know what color it is, click it and it'll, do
Okay,
that. Okay,
cool.
so that's 9 on the one next to you, and then 5 on this one.
And then 5.
5 and 5. Okay. Okay, great. So you launch fire in there. The one that has the Frostbrand Greatsword stuck on it is starting to look really bad. The one directly in front of you is having a pretty rough day, and that's the first time the other one's been hit. Anything else from Enna?
Can I use a bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon?
Unfortunately not, because you cast another spell this round. So if you cast Spiritual Weapon, which is a bonus action,
okay.
you can cast a cantrip, but you can't cast a level 1 or higher spell with your main action. So if you're going to cast a bonus action spell, then you've got to use a cantrip as your main action. So.
Okay, gotcha. Alrighty.
Okay, also I forgot to do a wisdom save for one of these dudes. It still failed. It's still under slow. Roz.
So Roz is going to step into the room, pick up the +1 short sword, and immediately, or actually, bonus action, Vicious Mockery, the one that's touching both her and Shanty, which is looks like the one at 12 initiative.
I'm sorry, you're Vicious Mockery which now?
The one that has 12 initiative. This one right here.
Okay.
So DC 50 wisdom save.
Okay. That's a 10. That's not gonna do it.
Awesome. So it takes 5 psychic damage, has disadvantage on its next attack or saving throw.
Okay.
You disgust me, and I eat cheese. And then is going to make a +1 short sword attack on that same one. 12 to hit.
12 exactly hits.
That's 6 damage.
Okay.
Oh no, my sword.
Yeah, your sword
And
is
then,
stuck.
Is going to take out her dagger and stab it into the same one.
Okay.
That is a 9.
9 does not hit.
Does that
Their
mean
AC's dropped by 2?
It does.
This one is not slowed.
Oh, okay.
This one has the only ones that are.
It's got a snail on it.
Oh, you were. Hang on. Okay, you were attacking the north one the whole time. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, whole
misunderstood.
time.
Okay, so yes, that one is slowed. It does get -2 to AC, right?
Yes.
So 9
which
still does not
is
hit.
10. Ah, boo.
But I will take that 6 off there for you. Okay.
Does that mean Roz keeps her dagger?
Yes, you missed the attack. You keep your dagger.
Wonderful. Okay. That's
so
that's Roz's turn.
This one that has Solomon grappled is going to make a bite attack with advantage. 2 nat 1s.
Yes.
Oh God. Brutal. That's an abject failure in every imaginable way. This one over here is between Silas and Enna. It has to make a strength saving throw versus Shanty's spell, which is DC 16. It is a strength saving throw, right?
Yeah.
Or be pushed 15 feet, which it kind of can't really, but that's fine.
Could it be pushed out the door? Kind of with the weird angle?
That is a 22. It actually makes the save.
Oh shit!
Wow. And it has a choice between Enna and Silas. I think we're just going to roll. 1 is Silas, 2 is Enna. We're just going north to south. That is a 2. So Enna, it sees you open this hole in the wall and blast it with fire. It is going to come at you with a pseudopod. That is only 9 to hit, though, so that fails. But it does not get moved by... It, like, sticks itself to the ground, and there's, like... As this, like... Its little chair legs are like... No. As it's like... its whole body is, like, rippling, and it tries to lash out at you with one of its other legs. And misses.
It's so silly.
And that brings us to Silas. Silas, I would like you to make a strength saving throw, or you can opt to fail.
So what happens if I fail? Do I get thrown through the door?
I think I'm just going to have it shunt you into this square, because that's really the only way you can kind of go.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to fail.
Okay. So you fail. The grapple is broken, and you are moved into that square.
Thanks, Shady.
And it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Fucking being whizzed around. Okay. Silas is going to spin his wand, reach into his bag.
Also, hang on. I believe, does it knock you prone when it does that, or does it just move you?
I was trying to read it to make sure I didn't.
It just
see
says
it
pushed 15 feet, so you were not knocked prone.
Okay, yeah, I was just trying to make sure. Yeah, I was thinking about that before. Okay, so Silas whips his little wand around, prestidigitates whatever. Scroll, it opens up, and you see a vampiric hand reach out and grab the one right north of him, and I'm going to cast Vampiric Touch.
Okay.
Through my scroll.
Spooky.
Okay.
That is a 13 to hit.
Okay, I am going to throw... That does hit. Melee spell attack. Okay. You even though you are using your spell scroll, it does require your hand to touch it, so you are re-grappled. But the spell goes off and it does damage.
Oh, that's fine.
So
Well, I'm going to eat him then. So
go ahead and roll your damage, which you click in chat.
12.
12 necrotic damage, and you get what, 6 of that back? Or all 12?
Only 6?
Half the amount damaged out you get back. Yeah.
Okay. So I get it all back.
Very good. Yeah. So you reach your vampiric hand out and sort of absorb the life essence of this creature, which is not used to being eaten. It looks really unhappy with that turn of events.
Munch him back.
Okay. So it has you grappled. It's gonna turn around and try to bite you with advantage.
That's fine.
It's a 20
tell me
to
what
hit.
happens.
So
Shield.
okay. So that's going to be a miss, and it makes a save at the end of its turn against.
Oh, wait a minute.
Slow.
Wait a minute. Sorry. Shield would make it 20.
Shield would make it 20, so that does hit.
I'm going to do it anyway.
Okay.
But just letting you know.
Gotcha. Okay. So that is going to deal 16 damage, 10 piercing, and 6 acid. Yeah, brutal.
Yikes.
And it makes a 14 on the wisdom save, so it does not succeed on getting rid of slow. The one that is north is going to attack Roz with a pseudopod for 12 to hit. I don't think that hits.
It does not hit.
And it's going to make a wisdom save against slow. That is a nat 20. Oh, it had disadvantage on that, so it's only an 8 to hit because of Vicious Mockery, actually. But it does save against slow. Whew, Perdita.
Okay.
I feel like this is a much harder encounter than the actually fighting the guy was.
It's just where they take your weapons when you hit them.
Yeah,
it's
brutal.
That's
Again,
what
I am
it is.
so sorry.
You're fine. You're fine.
Oh, this is great fun. We
You
love
didn't
this
invent
as
mimics.
it turns into a TPK. Okay, so Perdita moves back into the doorway.
Okay.
And she's looking at the room quickly to decide who to aim at. She was kind of like right there. Okay. And would it be the same one again? She had the one that was directly to the east of Silas. Does that look like the worst one? She probably can see the one south of Silas. Can she make a lightning quick decision as to which one is the most damaged?
Solomon.
I think the one next to Solomon is the most damaged.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's the one she did. So she's whipping out her short bow again.
Okay.
and she is trying to finish that one off, hopefully.
Oh, you know what? Hang on. I think I might have made a mistake. I think that one needed to make a... Yeah, that one needed to make a strength saving throw at the beginning of its turn.
Okay.
And I forgot to have it do that. It rolled nat ones. 14 versus the... Sorry. Spell save at 16. This one actually was pushed into the room. And it breaks the grapple. So this thing gets blasted all the way to the back of the room, onto the couch. And is broken its grapple with Solomon. Sorry, that was my bad. Perdita.
That's okay. So you need to tell me.
And then from its turn, it can try to move backwards, but it is like 10 feet of movement, so it probably can move like here, and that's it. Okay. Sorry.
All right. Well, that's okay, because then if I still aim at it, then I should have a straight shot at it.
You
from
still
the
can shoot it
doorway,
from there. Yep.
And I'm going to short sword it again. I'm going to
Short
go
bow it.
ahead.
Again.
I didn't
You
roll.
rolled your short sword instead of your bow.
Oh.
Although
do
I
have to
think
keep the
I think
roll?
that to hit roll is the same. So if you
It's
want
the
to,
same math, yeah.
Yeah.
It is
so,
literally the same.
do you
So
wanna
I
use-
don't have chat inspiration. I mean, I'm going to use my DM inspiration and do it again
all right.
and hope for something good, folks. Okay, short bow. 15.
15 hits.
Okay. It does not have sneak attack. So it's
Correct.
just 14 piercing.
Well, that's still good enough. So,
right.
Solomon, your Frostbrand greatsword clatters to the floor over on the other side of that monster.
Okay.
Okay, so Perdita, you have blasted that one. It dies. It drops the Frostbrand greatsword. Anything else from you?
I think Perdita does the same thing again. I think Perdita's going to disengage, and
Okay.
unless I can't do it if I have moved.
No, you can. You're fine. You didn't use
I'm
steady
gonna
aim,
go back
so
and hide again. Just yeah.
Okay. Okay, that brings us to Solomon.
Bonus action, Misty Step on the other side of it, and I get
Okay.
one free interaction, right?
Yep. And that does
Yeah.
the Misty Step breaks the grapple. So
I'm gonna pick up Frostbrand. What is this slowed one looking like? What
Pretty
are we
dang
looking
healthy.
at?
Pretty dang healthy.
Okay. And we're going to need to take a break, Pixel.
Okay.
Yep.
Alrighty. Go ahead and do what you're going to do, Solomon. And we'll, let's see. We're pretty close to the end of this round of combat, so let's take a break at the end of this round of combat, if that works.
Heard. Totally.
Okay, so I've already cast the spell, and the only cantrip I have is that. So I think I'm going to use my action to take the dodge action,
Okay.
and that's my turn.
Alrighty. That brings us to Shanty.
Okie dokie.
You have concentration on this wind spell.
I do have concentration on this one spell. I want to figure out a way for it to still be effective. And I've been trying to figure out where that is while everyone's moving. I think really the only thing I could do is move. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and move a little further into the room, I think. And then I want to turn it so that it is gonna mess with this one here. Pixel, I don't know if you can see where I'm clicking right here, this guy.
Okay, so you want to use your bonus action to turn your gust of wind. It is going to either, because it's 10 feet wide, so it's either going to blast Solomon and that thing or Roz and that thing.
Do it.
Okay. Is it the one that's currently grappling Solomon though? Or Silas?
Grappling Silas.
Who's-
Yes, that is the one that's grappling Silas. So
Okay,
it's either
great.
Silas and the one grappling him, or Roz and the one grappling Silas. That's kind of in
Okay,
terms of that direction where you can put it.
Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and just put it down here, I guess, so that
Okay.
it's unfortunately gonna get blown around a little bit
I
again,
guess we'll
Silas.
just-
I'm sorry.
It's like this little.
You just see
Okay.
Silas's cheeks like.
And I guess technically it also gets this one in the process too.
Fantastic. Cool. All right,
Um,
let's do it.
Okay.
And
And
then-
that is a bonus action to move it.
Okay.
And you have moved. Anything else? You have an action still.
Yeah, can I, let's see. I'll go ahead and take a rapier attack on this guy next to me, I guess,
Okay.
then. The one that's in combat with Solomon currently.
Okay.
Yep. Let's see. I'm so sorry. All right, there we go. For 17 to hit.
17 hits.
All right, and then for 15 piercing.
7. It would have been 15 if you
Or
had
7?
advantage and
Okay.
got that crit. But
Okay, cool.
yeah, so it's 7.
Cool.
Okay. Also,
7
your
piercing.
rapier is stuck to the creature.
Fair enough.
But you do hit for 7 damage.
Cool.
And that brings
All right,
us
and-
to that creature. Go ahead. Anything else from you?
Nope, that's me.
Okay. Okay, so that brings us to that thing, which Solomon moved and didn't attack it back. Yeah, it's going to attack Shanty.
Oh God.
Sorry. It's the only...
It's
oh,
okay.
God, and it crits again. I'm so sorry. It's the only logical choice it could make.
No, it's okay. I did this to myself.
For... Okay, 15... No, 12 bludgeoning damage, and Shanty is grappled.
Okay. Heard.
This is the worst furniture you've ever seen. Okay, that brings us to Enna.
Right.
Do it, Anna. Get him, Anna.
I think I'm just gonna do Scorching Ray again.
Fireball in the middle of the room, Anna.
Wouldn't that burn everybody though?
Yeah, that would
I thought
that would
about that, and I was like, that's probably not a
Definitely.
good idea.
definitely
Well,
would
you
knock
have
Shanty
that. You have that
unconscious.
spiritual weapon option too, but I don't know
Hard
if you have
reset.
a cantrip to go along with it.
Yeah, I think it would be best for me to be on the offense. I think I'm just gonna do Scorching Ray.
Okay. Go ahead and roll those attacks.
20. Oh, I crit. I crit. I rolled a
Nice.
20. And
Yeah,
then
you did.
12.
12 hits. So all 3 hit. Who are you?
Oh.
Who are you shooting?
I'm gonna do this one, and then that one.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll
Awesome.
damage.
Spicy.
BC spicy. 4,
Okay.
12 plus 9.
Damn. Brutal
Awesome.
hit. That's what is that?
And then 12
21?
plus 9, 21. Yeah, and then 6.
Not 231, 21. Okay. Yeah, that's a nasty hit on the one that has Silas grappled.
But we're
Okay.
using our crit rule, so are you adding that damage?
That is right. So hang on, that was so in
You rolled max damage anyway.
you did roll max, so it actually is 24
Awesome.
total. Yeah.
Woohoo!
So okay. Because that extra 9 should have been a 12. Yeah, even worse. And then 6 on that guy. Okay, cool. And that brings us to the top of the round. We are gonna take a quick break, guys. So we will be back in just a few minutes. Thank you for hanging out, and we will be with you shortly. Okay, and welcome back, everybody. Sorry about that brief break, but thank you for sticking with us. We're starting back at the top of initiative with Roz. What would you like to do?
As Hiskers is going to do what she does best, which is again cast Vicious Mockery as a bonus action. I'm going to do it again on the mimic that is in melee contact with her. So DC 15 Wisdom save. if you'd be
Ooh,
so
that is
kind.
a 20. Does pass the save. Not nat, but
Hmm.
was a
I love that Roz has just walked into this
30,
room
20.
and mercilessly roasted this one mimic for like 30 seconds.
Right.
Boom, roasted.
your fake
It's like-
poultry is out of style by several years.
It's like trapped in the corner, just getting made fun of.
Your varnish is splotchy and has not been redone. You clearly are unloved. So this mimic though is rapidly getting thickened skin from all of the insults and brushes this one off.
The wear and tear on your body is that of neglect and not of well-worn love.
Stabbing at it with a dagger while she's roasting.
Yep.
That's a crit. Maybe I get to keep the dagger. Maybe if I do enough damage.
No. Definitely not. But that is 10 damage with the dagger.
That's wait. So it rolled the crit damage, but it says the crit is because it's maxed out.
Because it's
okay.
So some of those
So
I
right.
I hadn't set that up properly for Scorching Ray apparently, but normally that second number will just be max damage if I've set it up right.
Just double checking the math right. It's right. 10 damage. Stab with a dagger. Lose the dagger.
Brutal.
Free object interaction. Pick up the scimitar off the ground.
Right.
Attack with the scimitar.
Sorry, I'm doing something to your sheet, Anna. Please bear with me.
I wondered why my thing was.
Yeah, I'm
weird.
fixing your.
It's a 21
I don't
to
have
hit
the ability to
and
do
8
your
more
crit damage like that. Okay. That is kind of annoying.
Does that kill it?
Does 8 damage kill
8
it?
more damage.
Sure don't. Your scimitar is also stuck to it.
These fucking chairs.
Yeah. They're just eating your stuff.
They're made from the finest wood.
You are a pincushion, but
Okay.
I prefer yarn.
So that is your bonus action
That's-
and action. Anything else from Roz?
No, that's it.
Okay. Let's see. And it is this one's turn, which has to make a strength saving throw. Although it can't really go much of anywhere. It's 21. It makes the save again. This one right down here is holding on for dear life. 3 of its little legs just like stuck to the floor as its body is like whipping over in the wind. It still has 1 leg free to attempt pseudopod. And it has 3 possible targets, so we're just going to roll a d3. 1 is Shanty, 2 is Silas, 3 is Enna. The dice
Wait,
have chosen Enna. Do what now?
Nothing. Never mind.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And that is 19 to hit Enna.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that is going to deal 8 damage,
Okay.
and Enna is grappled.
Okay.
Also, I feel like I've screwed up some of their crits, now that I think about it, but that's okay. We're not going to worry about it.
Thanks.
Okay. And it is no longer slow, doesn't need to make a save. Silas, I need a strength saving throw unless you would like to be pushed into the corner.
Does pushing me into the corner save me?
It will break the grapple that this creature has on you, yes.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Push me.
Okay. So you are pushed into the corner. You're kind of squished in there, but it does break the
Push
grapple.
me, Daddy. I didn't like it either.
And then it is your turn. That is moving against the wind is difficult terrain. If you
Right.
try to move.
So who's looking the worst? Which chair is looking the worst?
Shanty. Oh no, I'm sorry. Chair.
Oh God, you're so
You're not
bad.
wrong.
The 2 that are on the side of the room with you are pretty close to evenly bad, although the one on the north has taken a little bit more damage and is also slowed and therefore has lower AC.
Okay. The one that Roz has just been like shitting on. How's it looking?
It's about the same. All 3 of those. The one that Shanty rapiered last round is doing the best. The rest of them are pretty comparable, although the one that's closest to you right here is doing the worst of those 3, but not by a huge margin.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna firebolt the one Roz just stabbed
Okay,
in an effort to maybe get her weapons back.
sure.
That would be so nice.
That's a 16.
16 hits.
9.
9 fire damage is not going. I mean, it's looking pretty rough, but it's not. It's not dead quite yet.
And I think I have to take a swing. Well, no, I could just cast a spell. I don't want to lose my sword because screw it. Yeah, I'm gonna hit the one in front of me with the sword.
Okay, let her rip.
So 17.
17 hits.
That's 6.
Okay. Okay, anything else from Silas?
That's it.
Okay, this thing has got to make a strength saving throw. 13. That is going to fail, so this one is smooshed into the corner with Silas. And it is going to pseudopod Silas. That is 19 to hit.
I'm spinning another shield.
Okay.
I
So
can't
that
take any
does
damage.
not hit. It only gets one attack. There's not really anything else it can do. It's slowed, and it literally can't even move out of the corner in this scenario. So it is stuck there. It does get to make a wisdom save against slow at the end of its turn. 3, however, does not do it. Next up is the one that Roz has been mocking. It is going to attack Roz with its pseudopod.
And soon you will be kindling.
That is 7 to hit. It'd be great if I could hit anyone other than Shanty or Enna. I guess I've hit Silas a couple times. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Perdita.
Okay. Am I muted?
No, we hear you.
Okay, sorry. So Perdita moves up, trying to see through the doorway again, and she's going to move to right there. And so it's between not the guys up against the wall. I can't see the one north of the one north of Solomon, and the one that has Enna grappled. Can I tell which one's in the worst shape?
Well, the one north of Silas, but I am going to say from that angle, it's going to be a pretty tough shot. It probably has half cover.
Okay, then how about from that angle?
From that angle, you can't see the one next to Silas at all. You could hit either the one north of Solomon or the one next to Enna.
And which one looks the worst?
The one next to Enna of those two.
Okay, then I am aiming my short bow at the one next to Enna.
Okay.
Did I do it? 16 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, and I have sneak attack on that.
You do indeed.
So I do 29 points of damage.
And that chair crumples to the floor and then blasts into the wall. And by the time it hits Silas, it is just limp goo.
Does any weaponry fall out of it?
Did anyone have any weaponry in that?
It's my great sword. That's
right.
The one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Keeping
the one with
track of the
with his
weapons
extra
is
great sword.
The hardest part of this fight.
That's the one with so Solomon's extra great sword is also blasted into the wall. Silas, make a dexterity saving throw, and I'm gonna have the mimic make one too. It only seems
I actually
fair.
no, I don't. 14.
14. I'm gonna say that you both beat a 10, so you were not hit by the great sword as it clatters into the corner, being blasted by the gust of wind.
Before it's the end of my turn, I have a question.
Sure. I have an answer.
Okay, I've got this feline agility. I can move with a burst of speed. I can double my speed till the end of the turn.
Correct.
I move forward from where I was basically 5 feet. I was like there and I moved to there. So I think that I could get all the way around to beside Enna.
So the question I have is, since because I think did you use feline agility to begin with when you moved here in the first place?
Roz did.
Yes.
Okay. No. So
wait a minute. Yes, I did. Okay. I did use feline agility.
So have you spent a turn since then where you didn't move at all?
No.
Okay,
so I can't
you don't have feline agility back. Okay. Now you do have bonus action dash, which you still get to do as a rogue thing anytime you want with your cutting action.
Let's use that.
Okay.
I feel like I need to be able to see what's going on in the other room.
Okay, so where are you trying to go?
I'm trying to move to where I've got the wrong thing, and I'll show you. I want to go right there.
Yeah, you can get there. In fact, you could get there with the 30 feet that you had to begin with.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, I had moved 5. So, okay.
Yeah.
So now
okay.
I'm around the other side where I can maybe see into the room better.
Okay. All right. That brings us to Solomon. Just having so much fun,
Solomon,
friends. How about you?
Solomon is going to set down his extremely violent tendencies for just a little bit.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Shanty at level 2.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
So basically, what happens is I don't remember what my spell modifier
It's gonna be your charisma.
Is it? Let me look at it. So it's 2d8 plus 4. So I guess I should roll it then.
Yep.
6. That's 10 health back, Shanty.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Bonus action. I don't have a bonus action that I know of at the point.
Yeah,
so
I don't think so.
I'm gonna. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna grab. Oh, I can't because my action's not there. I was gonna be like, I grappled the mimic, but no, that's my turn.
Yeah, I mean, you could touch it and it would grapple you, but that doesn't make it grappled. So, okay, that brings us to Shanty.
Yeah, it does. Gosh. I want to try to break the grapple with this guy.
Okay. That will be an athletics or acrobatics check.
Is the help action possible there or no?
You use your action to cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
So you don't have an action to use on it. Athletics or acrobatics check, you're trying to beat a DC 13. You do have disadvantage because of this thing's ability. Ability checks made to escape this grapple have disadvantage.
It's a 9.
So that is a 9. So you are unable to break free.
Okay. Understood. Well, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and drop this gust of wind at this point.
Okay.
Seems to be causing more issues than it's solving. And think can't really do much else. So that's me for right now.
Okay. I mean, do you have any damaging cantrips? You might be able to do something, right?
Let's see.
You could try
That's fair. That's fair.
Chill Touch. I mean, it's range, so you'd have disadvantage on the attack, but
that's true.
It at least uses your action. Or you could take the dodge action, which gives them disadvantage on hitting you.
Ooh, good one.
Oh, I love that suggestion, actually. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yep.
Cool.
Okay. I'll take a dodge action.
Okie dokie.
Thank you.
Which brings us to that creature, which is going to try to bite you, and it would have advantage because of grappler, and the fact that you're grappled, but you took the dodge action, so that cancels out. So now it is just a flat roll. Let's see what we get. I only have an 8 to hit. If it had advantage, it would have been a 20. So it really looks like the dodge helped you out. And I'm just going to roll to see what that damage would have been. In the universe where you didn't take the dodge action, you would have taken 12 damage just now.
I appreciate you. Thank you, Pixel. Good looking out.
Okay, Anna. Who was it? Somebody killed the one next to you just now.
I think that was Perdita.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not grappled.
So you are no longer grappled.
Okay. I'm gonna move into the room.
Okay.
I'm running out of spell slots, my guys.
Yeah, 6 mimics is a lot. These guys have
a
good chunk of HP. I mean, these guys have more HP than some of you. There's as many of them as you are. So no, they don't have as many abilities as you have, but
yeah,
they haven't needed them. They're sticky.
They're jerks.
They're big sticky boys.
It's literally the weapons. They could have been dead already.
It's cruel. It's cruel fate.
Does nobody
Can
else but
I-
me have a bow?
Sure don't.
Yeah, I think I don't. I think you're the only one with a ranged weapon.
I have a longbow, but it does me no good if I'm up close to them.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay, can I tell which one is the most damage? You probably have already said this. I did
Sure.
not catch on to it.
The one above Silas is in the worst shape. The one next to Roz is in pretty bad shape. They're comparable. It's not much of a difference. And then the one next to Solomon that has Shanty grappled is doing the best.
Okay. Is that longsword next to me?
The greatsword in question got blown into
Where?
this corner of the room, so you'd have to move over. I'm not sure you can really get to it. I guess you could move into Silas's square and then back out again to get it, but
No, that's okay. Break it. I'm just gonna do Scorching Ray again, and I'm just gonna hit all three of them.
okay. Go ahead and roll your attacks.
Okay. 14, 13, 20.
Okay, all those hit. We'll roll damage starting with the one above Silas and then going counterclockwise to this one and then back that way. So go ahead and roll those damages.
9,
Okay.
3, 8.
Okay. Okay. The one next to Silas is in really bad shape. The other two are doing much better. Anything else for Mena?
Nah.
Okay. That brings us to Roz.
Vicious mockery.
Okay.
Tale as old as time. DC 15 wisdom
That is
save.
a 14.
Ooh.
And you're doing the one next to you?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. And it is sad and has disadvantage on its next attack.
I have smelled pickles more pleasant than you. And then the only thing that she has left to do is to unleash her claws.
Okay.
So she is going to take 2 actions to make 2 claw attacks with her right and left hands. Her
Okay,
paws.
so that's okay. So on your attack action, you get to make 2 attacks.
yes,
with the
and
claws,
it's essentially the same as a dagger because I have claws. So I'm just gonna roll the dagger for that.
Okay.
So it's a 13 to hit
13 and a 15.
and a 15 to hit.
Okay. For how much damage total? 12.
5 and 7, 12.
And you are
piercing.
grappled,
Yes.
and it is still alive.
No. Why won't you die?
Hey, you guys are like really mean. Okay. Okay, so you are grappled.
You are
why did
inhibiting
we
our
not say-
valuables.
Why did Shanty not say Gark sent me?
Silas, that comes to
Yeah.
you. You have just dodged a flying greatsword that sort of clattered into the corner. What would you like to do?
Oh, okay. I don't have my sword because it's in a guy.
Yeah, that is correct. There's a greatsword right there. If you want to
Who
just
looks-
pick it up,
I,
you're not
I
proficient.
can't
don't
pick up a
think.
great sword. Silas cannot pick up a great sword. It is mathematically impossible. Which looks the worst? Which one looks the worst?
The one next to Roz for sure. I mean, the one in front of you is pretty bad too.
I'm hitting the one next to Roz. I'm tired of his mouth.
Oh, thank you.
14 to hit.
14 hits.
That's 11.
11 is higher than 2. Roz, you are freed as your
Good
claws,
Lord.
having been
Thank
stuck to this
God.
chair,
Wonderful.
Yes.
Oh,
just sort of
man.
sink into the wet white goo.
Ew.
And we did establish before that these things are largely white and colorless in their natural state. So that is not just me being weird.
Ew.
Because when you guys asked what does Garks look like when he's not a chair, we kind of established what these things look like. It's not great. It's
I
bad.
forgot
timing.
what was really convenient.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
so
that's it. I'm stuck.
All right.
Actually, I'm not. Well, I'm not moving. I'm not
Okay.
risking another attack of opportunity.
Okay, so this thing is going to make an attack on Silas with the pseudopod.
Wait. I'm sorry. It's already attacked this round, right? And it's slowed.
The one in front of you? No, the one in front of you goes after you do.
Right. So
It's
it
up
attacked last
next.
round.
Yes.
Okay, so it wouldn't have a reaction, is what I'm saying. Because
Well, it's slowed. It doesn't have a reaction anyway.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm getting the hell out of here.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yes. I'm going over there.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So it doesn't have a reaction, which means it is now this thing's turn. It has 3 choices of people that it could reach. We are going to roll a dice and see. 1 is Roz, 2 is Shanty, 3 is Enna. Ooh. So sorry, Enna.
Oh, are you?
The dice. Listen, I'm rolling a d3. You're all seeing it, okay?
Oh my god.
Well, hey.
Can you assign me a different number next time? Jesus Christ.
I can assign you 11 bludgeoning damage. That's what I can assign you.
Shut up.
And also your grapple.
Spicy stream.
God damn.
Oh, brutal. Absolutely brutal.
All spice.
And Roz is no longer grappled. Okay.
Wow.
And that brings us back to Perdita.
Okay, Perdita steps back in the doorway and
Okay.
she oh god. There's that guy right there with Enna, and does he look in worse shape than
Oh yeah, that one's in pretty bad shape.
okay, then Perdita is going to she got her he looks in pretty bad shape.
Yeah.
Let's see. I can't even remember. She lost it. She has not used a short sword, right? She used a dagger and then she made it to the bow. Okay.
Oh Lord. Yeah, I don't.
I mean, I
don't remember
accidentally
what you have.
wrote. No, I used the dagger and lost it, and then I got it back when it fell on the floor, and Perdita got her dagger, and then she was able to back up and start using the bow. Right? I mean, does anybody remember? I have 2.
That's
swords.
right. You picked up your
Yeah.
short sword. You
Yes.
haven't used it yet. You've been using your short bow this entire time.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit the guy directly in front of me with the +1 short sword.
Okie dokie. Oh,
That's a 25 to hit, but it's not a nat, and I do 30 points of damage.
Brutal. So, Enna, your having been grappled is short-lived as Perdita slips into the room, stabs the, I guess that was one of the chairs. You already killed the tables. Stabs the chair, and it dissolves.
Okay, I got a question for
Yes.
you. Giving somebody a potion of healing, is that a bonus action or?
I
Or an
would
action.
say, because like you'd have to dig into your adventurer's pack to get it out and throw it to somebody. I would say it's probably an action.
Okay. I am gonna move into the room directly between Shanty and the other guy. And do I still have an unarmed attack?
I guess because you are a tabaxi, you technically could make a bonus action swipe with your claws. Or
Okay,
well, you
I'm gonna
could
do
use your
it.
tail spike. I don't know if you want to use that or not, but
Yeah, the tail spike is good. I like that. It's a little bit. So I'm going to do that. I'm
Okay.
racing in there now, and I am going to whack the guy between the 2 of them with the tail spike.
okay. 18
And that's
hits.
an 18,
You won't get sneak attack
and
on
that
this.
is
but you
24
will-
points of damage.
Well, you'll only do 12 because you don't get the sneak attack because you already used sneak attack on the other one.
Okay, 12 points of damage on him,
Okay.
and my tail is now stuck in
Yes,
him.
you are grappled.
And then I'm gonna like snarl and call him a bastard and be ugly and as loud and obnoxious as I can be, so he will attack me instead of Shanty.
Okay. All right.
I'm
Solomon.
gonna fart on him. That's what I'm gonna do.
That's a Roz play.
Wait, can you pee on him?
I can.
expresses
Pee on him.
I'm peeing on him. I farted and peed.
Yeah.
I did both.
So,
Grab me, Roz.
Oh, the ammonia.
so it is I, the residential paladin. You thought I was out of spell slots, but joke's on you, harness power.
Okay.
bonus action to recover 1 level 1 spell slot. He's going to
Okay.
look at this. He's going to look at this mimic. He's going to be like, enough of this. And then he's going to make an attack with Frostbrand.
Okay, let her
With
rip.
Divine Smite. 22.
22 hits.
Yes.
For a total of 24 damage.
All right.
Amazing.
Solomon, finish him.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Solomon probably, because he's been dealing with a lot of crap, losing his great swords and stuff, he's gonna slash at this thing, and when Frostbrand freezes it over, he's just gonna, I guess, just punch into it until it's a fine powder.
Okay. Yeah. And so as it goes to turn into goo, it actually freezes, and then you shatter it into a fine powder. So it looks more like flour on the floor instead of goo.
Solomon spits on it and then turns away.
Congratulations, guys! You solved my mimic puzzle.
Roz immediately scoops up
fucking
some
wrecked.
of the powderized mimic and stuffs it into her sleeping powder pouch.
Sure. Okay.
Are the
I
goblets still on the ground?
Yes.
I want to collect all my weapons. that
Sure.
I
Yeah. You
lost,
guys take a
too.
moment to go around the
Yeah.
room collecting all
Yes.
your weapons. They are sticky.
Ugh. Being so
Anna's
very.
just gonna
Perdita
tiptoe out of
start-
the room.
Perdita starts to lick her claws and gags.
Ugh.
And you collect your weapons, and the goblets are there. You can add 6 250 GP goblets to your someone's inventory. I don't.
Are
Whoever
you
wants those.
going to finish
Who
that?
has? Did
Honest-
we have
Go
a
ahead.
bag of holding, or was that just a chat conversation?
No, yeah, you guys were
Okay.
asking if
Have a
anyone
bag
did,
of
but no, you
holding.
don't.
Okay,
No, we're just
cool beans.
carrying these.
Okay,
Cool.
well, that was one room investigated. Only 8 more to go.
I think we should leave.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here. Fuck
I
this.
can't
No, I
believe
wanna see the
nothing has
rest of
come
it,
to find
for
us.
sure.
Yeah, I think we got to get out.
Yeah, we got to go. I'm out. I'm completely spent. Well, not completely spent. Solomon's going to move over to Silas and use lay on hands for the rest of his 19 points.
Okay.
Okay.
How you doing, Shanty?
And now I'm spent.
Rough.
Okay,
Shanty.
Perdita's gonna hand Shanty a greater potion of healing.
Oh, thank you so
And
much.
remember, Shanty, overconsumption of potions may make you sick. That's a healing word at level 2 for Shanty. That's going to be 11 points back for you, Shanty.
Okay,
Oh,
how
thank
does
you.
the potion of healing work?
I think
It's 4d4 plus 4, I think.
Okay, there you
greater.
go.
Yes.
I accidentally just got rid of it before I read it, so
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Go ahead and do that.
All right. Roz is going to collect all of her weapons and open the door that she was going to open.
Okay, I'm following Roz. I'm not letting anybody go by themselves.
Okay.
Good call.
So,
I am stepping back into the map room and swiping the little messing the table up.
sure. Yeah, you can do
Yes.
that. And I guess while I'm at this, on the places you guys have been, I'll just go ahead and remove these because you don't need them anymore.
And Pixel, I'm sorry. How much did you say the goblets were?
the goblets are worth
Apologies.
250 GP each.
Okay. Cool
Okay,
beans.
so Roz, you find a relatively austere chamber. There is a door. There's a table opposite the door with 3 simple wooden chairs. Upon the table rests a stone bowl containing a dark liquid. Next to the bowl lie some sheets of parchment.
Detect magic at will. Anything?
The bowl itself is mundane, but the liquid in the bowl does register a faint divinatory magical presence.
Okay, I relay that to Ross.
Interesting. Roz is going to pick up the. Is there anything written on the paper?
Yes.
What's written?
The sheets of parchment appear to contain some notes from a recent conversation with Lord Saxton.
Does Roz find anything interesting upon scanning the notes?
You do. The notes mention that Lord Saxton has decided to attack Gravesford rather than Castle Rend. So you guys have been operating under the assumption that he's going to come directly for you, but it seems that his plan is actually to attack Gravesford and establish a base there, and also try to demoralize your army by butchering a whole bunch of peasants, and then
And you guys
move
wanted
onward.
to leave.
Saxton also inquires about the success of Lady Morgan's mission to research ancient religious symbols pertaining to Saint Gaed and the traitor saint, Hyle the Corrupt. The notes don't reveal the purpose of this research, but you do note the words corruption and empower are written on the sheet.
Are there any blank pieces of paper?
Sure.
Roz is going to dip her claw in the inky black liquid.
Roz, you take 5 necrotic damage.
Awesome.
Y'all just out here touching stuff. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. We're touching walls and getting slimed. We're touching
Do we have 10 minutes?
cups and getting mimicked.
If we can hang out 10 minutes, I can cast Identify and see what this is about.
Well, does my intention is to attempt to write something using this liquid.
Okay.
Can I do that, or do I just
Sort of
take
the
damage?
I mean, your hand gets wet, but like it's not like ink. Like the water is dark, but it doesn't carry pigment. You know, like it would be like if you took some water out of a gutter and put it on a sheet of paper. It's like, yeah, there's a little bit of weird gray smudge there, but you couldn't like use it like you would ink to write a beautiful note, if that makes sense.
All right, then Roz is just going to scoop up all the pages and Silas, my count, this liquid is a cursed foul thing. If you have the time, well, I don't know that we do. We must away here quite soon. It would be precious to identify.
Yeah. Do you think we have 10 minutes? I mean, I can do this for 10 minutes, but it's a ritual. I don't have one of the day anymore.
Can't we do it when we get home? Let's just
I don't think we
it?
can carry this bowl full of liquid.
Well,
with
the
us.
bowl is mundane, though, right?
The bowl
Yeah,
itself
but we
is
have
not
to carry a bowl. Like,
No, we
Oh.
don't.
Roz, do you have a bottle?
Yeah, Roz
Oh.
is going to pour some of the liquid into.
or doesn't Shanty have shape water? Can you cantrip it into the
Mhm.
thing? Let's do that. That way nobody touches
Okay.
anything.
Okay,
Okay.
sure, I'll allow it. That's a clever solution. In fact, you guys take some inspiration. That's a clever solution. So who's involved with that? Jesse, Kyla, and Beast have some DM inspiration for that.
Very good.
Nice job.
Great
Okay.
idea.
Okay,
Thank you.
so yeah, you shape a little bit of this water into an empty vial. And you have these notes. What else is anybody else doing? So is everybody all gathered around in one place safely so as to not...
I think Silas is at this point is going to
separate.
insist that everybody stay within eye shot of each other.
Makes sense.
Smart.
All right, I'm right up there with everybody else.
Okay.
Sorry.
So can we shimmy on over to this room over this way?
Yes, you can.
Sure.
Okay. I would
Wanna-
like
Open the door.
probably somebody more perceptive than me to do a perception check, but I can give the help action.
I don't like the way you just said you want to open the door.
Yeah, no, that
Yeah,
was
but
ominous.
Solomon didn't hear that.
I'm pretty perceptive. I can go ahead. Do a perception check.
Okay. Perception check on
For
seeing like what
25.
you see or hear coming out of the door, or like
Yes.
like how are you perceiving? And let's ask that. Are you looking under a floor or the keyhole? Or are you just listening at the door? Like what? How are you doing this?
Is there anything strange about the door? Does
Oh,
it,
you're
like
looking at
any
the door
like weird
itself.
Well, also trying to see if there's anything on the other side, but like for I don't know, I guess for starters, is like there anything strange about it itself? Is it shimmying? Like with waves of power or anything coming off of it? Or is it
so
just
I
orb?
think you'd need some sort of spell to reveal any kind of
Like detect magic
magical
or
stuff.
something.
Detect magic's up.
Okay.
Okay.
If I haven't said anything, detect magic is always up.
Sure.
Okay,
Also,
heard.
if this door is wood, I can basically like see through it a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Unless it's like
Yeah,
4 feet
will
thick
you
or
put
something.
detect magic in chat so I can see
Yeah,
what
yeah.
the language on it is?
Okay, cool.
Let's see. 1 inch of metal, thin sheet of lead, 3 feet of wood. Okay, yeah, so you can, in fact, see some magic through the door with detect magic.
What school?
Conjuration.
Shit.
Okay.
But aside from that, no, it just looks like a pretty normal wooden door. And the conjuration is not coming off the door itself. It's something in the room behind there.
Yeah, it's conjuring something. Okay, I'm gonna relay that to everybody.
Right.
Hmm.
So
I have an idea. Roz weaves her claws in the air and blows a smoky breath out, which minor illusions, basically like a facade of if someone was inside looking into the hallway, they would just see an empty hallway kind of thing. And puts it in front
Okay.
of the door.
Would you
Nice.
put minor illusion in chat for us?
Certainly.
Okay.
Image of an sound or image of an object within range lasts for the duration.
Okay. 5 foot cube. Okay. So you're basically making it look like there's a wall on the other side of the door. Like if they opened the door, they'd be staring at a brick wall or the empty
no,
hallway.
The empty hallway.
Okay.
Yeah. So like
Yeah, it's
there-
like he rode like Roadrunner,
Right.
like he painted a tunnel
Yeah.
on the wall,
Okay. Sure.
which is really funny.
basically, yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you have made it from the other side. It looks like, a particularly high resolution poster of a hallway
Exactly.
hanging on the doorway.
But one way, so we can sort of see through it.
Okay.
I
So
think if you
Roz
go
has done
there,
that.
you
What is
can
anyone
see
else
through it,
doing?
right?
Perdita is just standing ready and holding her +1 short sword
Okay.
in case anything happens.
Yeah, if we know it's an illusion, the illusion becomes faint to the creature, meaning we can
Right.
see through it.
Yeah.
Okay. So
true.
there's a one-way painting of an empty hallway, which is
Yep.
really funny. Okay, who's brave enough to open the door? I'm gonna step back, actually. Because if I
I'll
get
do it.
hit by something, I will die.
Solomon opens the door.
Solomon opens the door. And Solomon on the other side of the door. You see, standing in the middle of the room, in a pentagram drawn on the floor, is a strange bipedal aberration with tentacles coming out of its mouth and claws for hands.
Solomon closes the door back and says, "Nope, nothing in there," and walks away.
Do you mind?
Solomon walks away and ignores it.
Do we all hear that?
There.
Solomon's like,
It is housekeeping.
Oh, cool. Hey, listen, do you want to let me out of here?
No.
Are you sure that you can fit through the door?
Yeah, everything's cool. Hey, listen, I'll tell you some stuff if you set me free.
What is the nature of your secrets?
Well, these assholes kind of trapped me here. So, I'll put it like I hear the stuff. I mean, I have talked to another plane of existence, and I know a lot of secrets about a lot of stuff.
Can I get an insight check on that?
Sure, but you're
doing it through a closed door now. So you're going to have disadvantage on that unless you reopen the door and try to read this thing's body language.
I'll take the disadvantage. 19.
Okay. Yeah,
First
so
good roll of the night.
with a 19 on that, this thing is coming off like a little like I think on a 19 let me start here. What does Silas think he's trying to discern about this?
Well, first off, if he's lying.
I don't think you would get the sense that he's lying. I think he does. I mean, it's clearly a creature from some other plane of existence. It seems perfectly reasonable to believe that thing would have access to knowledge. You know that divinatory things often reach out to spirits and other beings that know secrets that don't experience time the same way people do, and all kinds of stuff. And I don't think you get the sense of that this thing is like lying or anything like that.
Okay.
but is it dangerous?
I mean, we got a peek at what it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's
sure.
this so it's certainly dangerous to somebody or something somewhere. As to whether or not it's dangerous to you right now, it's definitely not dangerous while it's trapped in that circle in there. Outside of that, if you set it free, I don't think you with a 19 on that. It's like it's like I don't think you'd maybe have to make Arcana to see if you know what that thing is, to know if we make a deal with it or something, is it really bound by the rules of that deal? It would be like yes for devils, no for demons. Like there's different,
Should I take that? Do you want me to go ahead and roll that?
I give you disadvantage again unless you're gonna open the door again.
Can I do him? Can I give him the help action by describing what it looks like?
I think it's like you describe yourself as having opened the door and immediately shut it. So
yeah, I would have had to have seen it in order for my reaction.
Sure, but it's like how
if it's trying to negotiate before attacking us, then it maybe doesn't want to attack us. But probably we should try negotiating with it. That's my 2 cents.
Okay. Tell you what. Before I'm not going to open the door, but I am going to step forward and just say, friend, we're going to need something in order for us to trust you and make sure the risk is worth the reward. What kind of information can you give?
Which one of you is the elf?
No elves here.
Lies.
Oh,
Huh.
Anna is an elf. Oh.
What?
I don't
Who's
see
that?
race is what it is.
Oh God. So I guess
Ah.
Anna. What?
It is me. I am the elf. Roz puts her paw up to Anna, not to give herself away, to see if this thing's on the
Lies.
ledger. I can't make a deception check.
I mean, this thing seems. No, you can't.
Okay.
This thing is claiming to have the ability to ferret out secrets. So I think maybe you get the sense that that kind of deception is not really going to work super well.
Whatever happens, we will protect you, Anna.
Elf.
God.
I know where he is.
Can I get an insight check on that?
Oh.
Oh man.
Oh.
Sure. What you
Oh no.
a 9? Because like I don't think anyone really knows what this guy's referring to. Anna does, but I don't think anyone else necessarily does.
Anna, if you want to speak with it, I will go with you.
Me too.
Just stay there. I got this. How do I know there's a lot going on right now. How do I know you're not lying?
A good question.
Sorry, give me 1 second here. I gotta look at some things.
You're good. Take your time.
Sort of
I
enjoy
had a
the...
thought while he was looking it up. Anna, I had a thought. Do you have your mouse with you?
Of course I do.
Well, he might be able to know what it is because he is so very wise. And he might be able to have a discernment about it. I just suggest that.
Arrow, do you know what's going on?
Oh God, you're gonna make you switch back between Arrow and this guy.
Yeah, I am.
Screw
Yeah, I am.
I don't know. Maybe.
Do you think he likes grilled cheese?
I mean, everybody
If
likes
you
grilled
would-
cheese.
If Arrow would loan that to you, would it make you smarter than you are?
Well, I'm pretty smart, so I don't know.
Okay,
I
so
might break the crystal, actually.
Arrow
so-
rolled like a 9 on an insight check. So Arrow is like,
Okay.
I don't know, I'm not sure. This guy sounds weird.
Yeah, I agree.
Dark hair. Green
Dark hair?
eyes. The eyes were so very green.
Wait, so very what? I'm sorry, I missed that part.
So very green.
You know what? I believe you. I believe you. Where is he?
In the wood. Hiding. Not far from here.
Oh,
The eyes are
And I ask him what the portal is. I'm sorry. I interrupted.
What did the thing say? Sorry, I missed that.
It's God. Okay, hang on.
The eyes are steel green.
His eyes are green?
Yes.
I hate that he's alive. How long have you been here?
A while.
How would you know all of this?
I mean, it's hard to explain. I just kind of know stuff, you know. Comes with the territory of being like a weird thing from beyond time and space.
Is the door open? Anna, did you open the door and walk in?
Yeah, it's up to
Oh,
you
I-
guys
yeah.
as to whether or not you've opened the door.
That's what I'm
Oh,
trying to
yeah,
figure.
yeah. Anna opened the door. She's like in the doorway.
Okay. Question real quick. The circle around him.
Uh-huh.
With detect magic, I can tell it's conjuration. Is this
Yes.
like a magic circle spell, or is it something?
I think it would take identify to know 100%. If you want to make some Arcana checks about it to see what you can kind of determine,
I
would
love
allow you to do that.
The fuck. That is a 12.
Um,
Oh, look at you, boy!
Oh!
okay.
Awesome.
So, Roz, actually, I think this makes sense. I think culturally, where Roz comes from, the conjuration of beings, you know, is a bit more commonplace. I think you look at this and recognize that circle is sort of like keeping that thing trapped where it is. It's sort of a like it got summoned here and stuck in that spot, both by the same spell. Like that kind of a conjuration of it's like the kind of conjuration
it's being
you would-
held on this plane.
Yes, it's
in
the kind of
that
conjuration
space.
you would do to trap a being that you know if you just like summoned it up probably wouldn't be super cool and friendly. But also
Right.
you know that beings that get trapped like that generally really hate being trapped like that and often will like
bargain their way.
bargain, and some of those beings adhere to those bargains and some of them don't. It really depends, you know. And again, if you guys want to try another Arcana to know what this thing is, now that you've kind of opened the door and can look at it, to know, is this the type of thing that is bound by its word like a fae or a devil would be, or is it the type of thing that's not, more like a demon would be, you know.
The 19 tell me anything?
19, I think to know for sure is a DC 20. I think with a 19, you probably know it's an aberration. So you can rule out devil, demon, or fae here.
This creature, it was summoned here for a purpose, and it is being held here against its will to enforce such ends. It would behoove us to allow it its freedom, if only to neglect its purpose for being held, which is our enemy's purpose. However, we could use this to our advantage and release it for a prize of knowledge, perhaps of where it is from, and if it is associated with the void.
Question is, if we release it, are we releasing it on our plane, or is it going to be sent back to its plane?
Yeah, can Roz tell if the spell containing it is broken? Is that a functionally a banishment, or is that just leave it here but now unrestricted?
You did get a nat 20 on the Arcana check to identify what's going on with that circle. So I'm gonna say you feel like it probably would be stuck here until somebody banished it.
Creature, how should we refer to you? Name yourself.
Some call me Golrathok.
Oh.
Golrathok, your name shall be written in my song. But it is up to you how many lines I use and if they rhyme or not. Now tell us what we want to know, and I will make your name sing.
Some people call him the gangster of love.
Yeah, so I think with it being 10, I think as Roz, you try to bargain with this thing. As Enna, you wrestle with what it's told you and the references to things that, how could it have known? I think that is actually where we're going to call the session for today, friends. So we hop back over here and I actually have to go to work too, so we got to be a little quicker than normal. I don't think we're going to raid anybody today, just so I can sort of facilitate that process. But we are going to remind everybody who we are, where we can be found on the internet, and who we played today, as always, starting with a bonus mom.
Bonus Mom, I play Perdita, the Tabaxi Rogue. You can find me on TikTok, Bonus Mom 70 on TikTok. Anywhere you get the podcasts, here with Ages of Ainur, and on Twitch, playing games as soon as I get to my new computer, long about Monday.
Awesome. And Kyla.
Hey friends, my name is Kyla. I have played Shanty, the mimic poker today, and you can find me at most places on the internet under Kai2D2. Thanks for hanging out.
Excellent. Daniel.
Hey, I'm Daniel. I'm playing Solomon and enjoyed the session. I don't trust this thing. Anyways, y'all have a good night. See you next time.
What do you mean? I'm super chill, guys.
Right.
It's like here to have a good time.
Right.
So we're the mimics.
Anyway, Beast.
Hey folks, I'm Beast. I played Hiskers, the Tabaxi Valor Bard. Thanks for joining us.
Jesse.
I'm Jesse. I play Silas, the incredibly winded. Yeah, come hit me up over at You Might Be a D&D. Things are going fun over there. One of my videos just hit the magic number of 69,420, so I can't be more stoked about that. And I guess we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Excellent. Taylor.
Hey friends, I'm Taylor. I played the Wood Elf Cleric Enna, and I had so much fun tonight. I really can't wait for next session. I'm gonna have to really talk to Enna about this one, see what she's gonna do. I think I know, but we'll have to see. Till next time.
Excellent. And as always, I have been Pixel, your Dungeon Master. I will be running the Curse of Strahd game. We will not have the Curse of Strahd game next week. That is the 28th, due to the meetup that we're having that weekend. We will have this theoretically back on the 5th, and then probably sometime the following week we'll be doing Curse of Strahd again, although the 12th we may not be doing it due to the release of Tears of the Kingdom. One of our players is almost certainly going to be streaming that. So just keep on alert for that following week of May, that second week of May, which when we'll try and figure out when we're going to do it. It might be Thursday, might be Saturday, who knows? But pay attention to that. Probably be announcing it in the Discord closer to that date. You can also find me here at twitch.tv/hammerpixel. And that is all we've got for this evening. Thank you guys for hanging out, for solving my mimic puzzle, and talking to our fun new friend Golrathok, who can totally be trusted and definitely isn't dangerous at all. So we're not raiding anybody tonight, and we are going to go ahead and sign off our friends, and we will catch you next time. Bye.
Let me tell a tale of a world where heroes walk among us, fighting through the darkness left by monsters and by selfish men. A tale of glory rents asunder, sacrifice and battles lost. Our heroes know not what awaits them, and still they carry on. Let me sing a song